Yes. Woo. All right, guys, just a minute. Facebook has got see me well. Correct. Yeah. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Please, you're welcome to the Emir Sirdam show. Please, can you just confirm if I'm audible enough wherever you're watching me from? Uh, I know there are many people different questions to ask today. Probably you saw this video somewhere. You saw a video that was trending today, and you saw that we're going to be having a live someone that I met yesterday for the first time, and I was blown away by his submissions, and he promised to be here today. So before we get into the show, as normal and as usual, I just want to please indulge every one of you. Thank you so much for already joining us. We're already doing good numbers already, but we're not going to start this show until we have a sizable number of Nigerians on the platform. Please, so I just want to lay the ground rules on this platform. This platform is pan-Nigerian. We have a zero tolerance on bigotry on this platform. We might disagree on so many things, but one thing that unites us is that we're first of all humans, and being human beings should allow us to be able to reason pragmatically, please. So keep your sentiments aside while we have this discussion today. If you have questions for the man, I hope we can ask him questions. I hope we can engage him today, but I hope we can also do record numbers today. So please, guys, I want to indulge every one of you listening to the sound of my voice, wherever you're watching from right now, to please do something for me. This is how we will make this show popular tonight. Please, everybody, I want you guys to please repost the live right now. I want to see you guys on TikTok. Actually, guys, wherever you're watching me from, the ground zero of this conversation is TikTok. It's a TikTok show. So if you want to request the mic or you want to share, probably I'll have an after party on Instagram, like I did yesterday, for those that did not know. But today the show will be strictly on TikTok. So I see people requesting the mic on Instagram already. Please be patient with me. That should be much later I might come on Instagram, but you will watch the show tonight or listen to the show actually. So please, guys, I want you guys to share the live right now. Everybody, please, I want to see my people on TikTok. Share this live to 10 or more people. Take it to your WhatsApp status, your WhatsApp groups, copy it to your other social media platforms. Thank you, Trent. I see you sharing the live right now. Everybody, share to 10 or more people. On Facebook, please, the same thing. Thank you so much, all of you listening to me on Facebook, TikTok, X. My people on X, what's happening? YouTube. Let's get into the vibe right now, please, guys. Everybody, share the live. Share the live. If you're on Instagram watching us on Instagram, please share the live. I hope today promises to be a wonderful live. Yesterday, I just want to share a little bit story before we probably get our guests tonight on the show. Please invite people to the live. Invite everybody. If you have a Tinubu supporter, you have any Nigerian that you feel needs to be on this conversation, please invite them. If you watch the video we posted today, or you were here last night, you understand how important the conversation we'll be having tonight is. It's someone that I've seen different sides of the country. We young Nigerians, we never saw a working Nigeria. We will never understand the side of people that saw in Nigeria that actually work. And today it really hit me when I saw a comment on the video, and someone said, in their days they got it for free, and in our time they're giving us it for loans. It's two generations, same people that benefited from the foundation of this country, the immense wealth in the country, the same people that should be laying a foundation for our country to be a better place for us and for the future of our children, are the people that are currently destroying the country. And a man that is cut off from that generation, I have always said it, if you come on my life, I always say, if you're from 50 years upward, I hold you guys responsible for the way Nigeria is right now. And sometimes it might look like I'm harsh, but this man came out yesterday and he echoed the same sentiments that I have shared for so long. And yes, it was very emotional for me because I heard a whole lot of things, things I never knew happened, things I never knew was happening in the country. So today's another day for us to reminisce on our country, ask questions on way forward. This is someone that actually knows most of these candidates first hand, firsthand. There are very few people in Nigeria I can say today that have been opportuned to know most of these candidates firsthand. And that's what I want to know today when I'm asking some questions. And hopefully we can get to that with that level of the conversation. But thank you to all of you that are already joining us. Thank you, BJ, for the gifts. Thank you so much. I just want you guys please share the live. Let's get up into the conversation. Here has to be a very filled up house tonight. We have to make sure that let's set the record tonight. Let Nigerians come out, please. If it's where they are twerking now, if where they shake bomb, and Nigeria without food, you know, so they are. Or that's when I know what watching. What means I'm sacrificing my World Cup. I'm sacrificing World Cup second half to be here. So please, guys, let us make this night worth every effort that we're putting in right now. So please, let's share the live. Let's share the live. And Mr. Page, thank you so much. I know if you're here, but I want to share a story on what happened, how yesterday happened, because you know many Nigerians will be of the opinion, oh, maybe he knew the man, maybe he planned it. Maybe if you come on my live, you know that I am known for one thing. And that one thing I am known for is that I try not to break my rules. I am someone that keep rules, ground rules, and I try to adhere to the rules, especially when it comes to my speakers. So I have people requesting for the mic right now, and I bring them up. And if you follow TikTok actually lines up the speakers. So from top to bottom, and from bottom to top, actually, that's how they came into the live. And this man was like the fifth person I brought up yesterday. I never in my life allow anybody speak before the people that came up before them. I don't do it. I don't care if you're like 1 million years old. I don't care. I don't care. I respect protocol. You must speak as your time comes. I don't allow people to interject other people when they are not speaking. I don't allow people to take over people's time except in rare occasions. Right? So yesterday was something that I didn't even know when I did it, when he said, please, can I speak? And I was about to allow the first person to speak. And I don't know what I told that person, hey, stop, let me allow. I did not know when all these things. I was not in control of myself. And it was actually, for me, it was God engineering. It was God engineering a moment. And I broke my protocol and the house rules to allow this man come out up. And the next thing, I almost at that point I wanted to end the show because there was nothing I want to hear anymore. I've heard everything that shaped my mind to believe that Nigeria is really worth fighting for. And if you know anybody that is of the opinion that Nigeria is not worth fighting for, there is no reason why you should be doing this. There's no reason why we should be talking about Nigeria, putting your energy. You're in diaspora. Why are you not spending your time? My mates are outside flexing. My mates are outside after work now, having a good time in the night before they come back home. But yeah, you're here sitting down. Every night you go to shout. Da. Please, if you know people that think in that direction, please bring them here today. It's very important because I really want people to understand and hear the views of the man that he blew my mind yesterday, and I believe he will blow your mind today. Please, guys, I'm just going to accept people right now while we wait for our guest. I think he's in the building. I've seen him. I don't know how famous he is right now. I don't know if he has gotten. I don't know where I've called him from. Sir, we saw your video everywhere. Where are you? That's the power of social media, and that's the power of a generation. I see we're having the numbers of requests here is astronomical. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I see you guys doing from every platform right now. Please, if you come up here, please just mute your mic. Thank you so much. I'm just going to bring in more people up here before he comes up. Today's going to be a wonderful day. I can feel it in the air already. I can feel it. Please, guys, let's share the live. Let's share the live, please. Mr. Page, can you please request the mic, sir? If you can hear me. Do I need to send you an invite? You know you're a special guest today, sir. So let me invite you. I think I should invite you. I've sent you the invite now. Okay, he's up here. Please, guys. Please, sir, let me mute you. I want hype you because I'm part of the work where I did before I leave Nigeria. I be hype man. See, I'm a lover of knowledge. I know they say people know say Saddam they take first or second, no, but I did try, right? But I love knowledge. I love to see intelligent people. I love to hear. It stimulates me, right? It's why I say it turns me on. So I especially people that have achieved in things that I know that I cannot do. I was always good at maths, but I will say I will never be someone that will end up a professor in statistics. Statistics, that's one of my major grounds with this government is how much they have destroyed education and made education worthless in our times. They are dumping down on education, trying to make people feel like education is not important. Meanwhile, education is the most important thing to nation building. And me seeing this man yesterday, a professor in statistics, actually giving his best years to another country, and he's not just an exception. There are thousands of his likes that are actually currently giving their best years to other countries when they're meant to be back home bettering our country. It actually pricks me, and it's part of the reason why I'm like, please, guys, if you know people that are meant to be in this life, please go and invite them. He's already up here. For those that are asking, he's up here. So please, not ask that the gift, Pella and the rest. Not ask that they show them love. Please, today I love day. Please bless on behalf of myself. Please bless this man for me. Mona bless Papa. But before he comes up, Mona show him better love. Let us start encouraging intelligent people. Look, we start a show. Let our young ones can see that there's actually joy in education. Not be nonsense, right? It's not. You must not be a tout, a hooligan to be blessed. Let us elevate the conversation as a people, because change. I'm not of the opinion that to change the country we must first change as a people, but it's actually a critical part of changing of the country that we as the people must also start to change our nature and our nurture of how we accept things and conversations. And please, it starts with us. Thank you so much, guys. I see every one of you on the platform right now. Mr. Page is up here with me, and I see all of you that have requested the mic. We're doing record numbers, so God bless you guys. So see my people on Facebook. I never get this kind of number from Facebook before. So Facebookers, thank you for coming. Welcome. It is X now that is struggling. What's happening on X? X and YouTube. What's happening, guys? Let's repost the live, please, guys. X people are too like to watch football. Please, X guys, watch. Let's repost the live. Let's share the live. I want to have a sensible number before this man starts speaking. Guys, please, I hope you guys can understand why I'm doing this. I want us to have a sensible number before we start the show, because if we start the show now and he starts speaking, many people go miss. Please. So I'm going to use the next 5 minutes to just probably, somebody say no sound. No sound, where? Please, am I audible? Sound, okay. Please, YouTube, can I confirm? Even YouTube said, now YouTube, now they show me love today. Everybody choked today. Okay, you guys can hear me. All right. Please, the person that said no sound, please confirm your phone. Hope you don't go charge am for Babin Saloon. You know, say for Babin Saloon, they spoil this thing, speaker. Thank you so much. Am I audible on? You guys can hear me. Okay, thank you, Instagram. Facebook, right? Thank you so much. Guys, let's share the live. I want us to reach 100 views on Facebook today. I celebrate my games, guys. So please, just pardon me. I'm excited tonight, and I want us to get a good number of people before we start the show. But let me open up the floor for other people to just contribute before I bring him on. I want other people to contribute. I want to know their expectations before he's already up on the stage. Meanwhile, he's already up here. So that is where our guest already here. I don't already secure his seat. I want to know what he's expecting. Abba, what's up, my brother? How are you doing today?
Say maybe say I not there for that particular night when this young man was on there, well, we want this to be more explosive. I can see you are making more gains on your other social media, which is good. I saw you posted the video on Twitter. I reposted. Is it reposted according to Twitter? I retweeted it.
Yeah.
And, I've also reposted it on my TikTok too. I think other people should do the same thing. Please, APC people, you should come and learn and listen. Maybe today we'll be able to find out. Yesterday I was asking you, Sirdam, why is it that Tinubu only have people that work with him, but they don't have people that went to the same school with him? Because I had this question yesterday. Maybe today we will find out why. I don't know if Mr. Sage, right? I don't know if he's going to have some of those answers for us, but let us keep our fingers crossed. Please, people on that platform, please, you should make it engaging. Right? Put in your comments, and share the life to other people. It's going to be explosive. Salam.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Please, guys, if you have questions also, you can put it in the comment section. I'm going to be reading your questions to him. Just your questions in general also. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Let me bring you a lady. Money of life.
How are you?
I'm fine, man.
Yesterday, I missed the show, alright? So today, when I just opened my phone, I saw the 60 minutes. I'm like, what's going on here? So I played it. I'm like, oh, this is so good. I've been looking for a time like that. It was so refreshing listening to that man. Because everything he was saying, I'm able to relate with it. All right? So when it comes, we're going to hear more. And when I talk on spaces now, I talk to the youths, like from 18 to 35. He said to 45, but I put like 35. Because it's like nothing has been good in Nigeria before, which is a lie. When I was living in Okwebi, Sunabuka Crescent, we had water, tap water. There was no borehole in the house as at that time. So when I was in secondary school, like I said, I ate chicken, I ate corned beef. All right? And I remember people coming to my school that time, Federal Government Girls College, the Northerners will go with the train, right? Just the way you said your mom will put you in the bus and say, this is it. That was the way they were putting people in buses and trains to come to school. I remember my uncle, my mother's side, my uncle, anytime my doorbell rings back then at 1 a.m., 1:30, we know who that is. It's my uncle from Lagos. He just got this Peugeot, J something, brand new at that time. So he cherishes the car so much that he says when you travel in the afternoon, it's not good for your tires. But when you travel at night from Lagos to Akure, then you say that he loves to travel at night because the breeze is cool, your tires are cool, and that was it. It just comes. And there was nobody thinking about kidnappers or it is too late for you to drive. Those days were beautiful. Nigeria had been beautiful before. I remember when my brother was going to UK. I remember my mom, because I'm the last child of the family. They had the money on the bed for him. He was visa free. 150 naira or something, 1 to 1 or 1 to 2.5 or something, So those things, when my brother was talking yesterday, it made me so emotional. Like, yes, now these things are true. So, don't let me take so.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
I said today, I must get on this slide because it's refreshing so that I know I'm not crazy. When you say these things to these young people, they feel like, what are you talking about, right? But for us to have our brother today, and those of us that live that life will continue to contribute and let these children know that you need to take your country back so that you can enjoy what we enjoyed. Because I enjoyed Nigeria.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, Sirdam.
Thank you, ma. Please just stay with me here. Thank you.
Sirdam, I forgot something. I was on Badamosis live today, and the conversation there was just about the fact that it's like as if history in our country was deliberately taken out. What he said in the early 90s, it was just in the early 90s, that was when UK started having their bathroom inside the house. And mind you, if you check my father's house, the first house when he built for Japan for Wari, that house we had toilet and everything inside. Toilet and everything was inside. So you see that the country was once upon a time good, even better than UK. Even the gas line you see going around into different houses in UK wasn't like that before the early 90s. Like when I mean like 1990, maybe 89 or so. Now you said that it was around those times they started putting all those things in place. And around that time, Nigerians were already doing things in their house. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this has gone really bad. This has gotten bad. That if you tell people that once upon a time Nigerians had bathroom in their house, but UK houses does not, they're not gonna believe you. Like if it's not a fairy tale, they will think it's a fairy tale. This one, I'm like, now wow, who do us?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Please let me just remind you guys while I bring our guest, he's already up here. While I encourage him to open up his mic to speak, please. We have a mandate on TikTok today. TikTok, we should do nothing less than 300,000 likes. Please let us set record tonight. Please let us everybody just Just don't watch us. Power tap your life. Let us, and why I say this is because this is how the TikTok algorithm works. The more interaction you guys give the life, the more TikTok itself pushes the life up. So please, let's power tap this life until we can power tap no more. Let us make records today. The more you power tap it, the more other people are seeing that something is happening here, and we should hit nothing less than 1,000 Nigerians on TikTok today. That should be the minimum of all of us being on TikTok today. So please, guys, we can do it. Everybody power tap, comment, share. That is how we grow this life. And on other platforms also, please, guys, do not stop sharing the live. Wherever you're watching us or you're listening to us from right now, please, I'm just going to welcome my guest. Let me bring in my guest right now, Mr. Page, Professor. Easy to attain that status in life. So I just want to, please, sir, can you just confirm your audibility, please?
Yes, I'm okay.
All right. I don't. Okay, good. He has even turned on his camera. Cap gang, welcome, sir. Thank you. It's good to have you on the platform, sir. I don't know if people have reached out to you because you.
Oh my God! Yes, in fact.
You're a celebrity now, sir.
Oh my God! As I was walking into the campus today, because my campus is in downtown Toronto, at the staircase, people say, so Nigerians have a season to watch YouTube and all those. I said, what's wrong with you?
Oh my goodness.
The guy said, she's a Chinese, but she's married to a Nigerian who is in Nigeria. The guy went to Nigeria. Said the husband called her from Nigeria. Said, your professor is on the line. So she now said, bro, that's just. I said, yes. He said, so basically Nigeria has no light. I go to what if I would have light? So I just pass out. And move on. And so on and so forth. But interesting. And then a lot of other challenges for my colleagues in Zenith Bank, for my colleagues in other places, and other banks I worked, and for other colleagues again in UI, and one of my mentor colleague in UI again, I think just retired now, there. And of course, some of my other friends who are also in Canada with me, who also jackpot. So then you know that jackpot is on 3 levels. There are people who jackpot because of economic pressure, which are the ones happening in the last 5-10 years. Those are the ones who say, oh God, please tell them why we jackpot. That's not, don't worry. I will be very detailed in explaining, because this country belongs to we all, and the other will make it better, be good for us.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So I don't know if you can put the camera up on your face so Nigerians can see you. This is my star man. Yeah, this is my prof. It's good to have you on the platform, sir. Thank you so much. I just want to appreciate the fact that what happened yesterday for me, I call it a miracle. It's a miracle because I yesterday was the first time of you speaking on my platform, right?
No, that is the second time.
Okay, the second time. All right, but I could not remember. So so I was just like, how it happened. Because many people, I saw people say, maybe I know you from somewhere. I said, I don't know this man from anywhere. I broke protocol yesterday and I brought you up, and I was just so elated. I want to say that I've gotten thousands of followers from that video alone. On Facebook, I got close to 10,000 followers just today from that video. The comments, the people, Nigerians are so blown away. It's viral everywhere. Everywhere I posted a video has gone viral, and I'm just so grateful because what you shared, it's actually a 16 minutes video for a country that have a very short attention span to watching clips. People don't watch videos, but I don't watch one at 5-10 minutes. But you spoke for 16 minutes, and I'm certain everybody that started that video watched it to the end because you said a whole lot of things that were very important. You touched about a time in our life in our country that we have not witnessed before. People like me did not see. I intentionally asked you some questions because I know that growing up in Plateau State, I saw water. Please, sir, I want you to start this conversation with a little bit of yourself. If you want to, as much details that you can give. You're not obliged to give more than you want to give. Let Nigerians know who you are, and actually your passion for why you're speaking at this point in time.
Okay. Nigerians, fellow Nigerians,
Francis Osemeke Onwemele. I'm from Edo State, precisely in Igmaki, but you know Igmaki and Agbo, we are the same thing.
Okay.
Born in Olugo, 20 kilometers from Benin.
So,
And was one of those people blessed by Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria, in Ajegule, and had the best of time. Trust me, guys, I'm not kidding. In Ajegule, yes, Ajegule. Had the best of time. In Ajegule, we lived in Imba Street, in Yaya Crescent, in Kumuyi, in Mulubi. The last part we lived before my father retired in 1972 was in Yaya Crescent, number 19. Now, after my primary school year, my primary school in Lagos, now went to did my secondary school in Bendel State, remember?
yes, old,
Bendel,
yes,
before I know that.
yes, old Bendel.
Yeah, Bendel State, and completed my program in Bendel State, and then it has been wonderful all through. That is, then of course, came back to Lagos after my secondary school. No, went back to the university in Nsukka first year, and then moved down by the grace of the funding from the used to be called Federal Office of Statistics, now National Bureau of Statistics. Scholarship program meant for students, Nigerians. That is gone now. So went back from there, then when finished my university education, my first lecturing exercise was in Yabate. And my ambition has always been to be a lecturer, to be a professor. The reason is this. In my 5-6 years in UI, the guys that gave me the greatest joy in my life are the professors. Why? Because I was able to meet Professor Lukumo, the first African or Nigerian professor, PhD holder in mathematics from Ekiti State. I was privileged to meet Professor Chikobi, even though he was in Unilag, but he comes regularly to UI. I was able to meet Professor Wole Soyinka, Professor Kumuyi, just name this guy that are almost like a deity in academics. And one thing I learned about the Professor Fonja also, the first thing, all these are, even if they're alive, I can't be less than 85, 90 years old. When you get close to them, you realize that these guys are wonderful people. Even though they look more like a spirit when you read their book. Professor Boyode, Professor Tomori, I can't remember their name. These are professors I went through. And they made me fall in love with academics. Their life was simple. Very simple. And UI was so, the architectural design of UI and the landscape was so beautiful. You know that I could stay in the campus for 3 months without getting to the gate of the campus. Because the campus was everything you need. Everything you need. The feeding was fantastic. And the cost of feeding was next to nothing because the allowance we had, 50 kobo per meal, 3 meals a day. Gentlemen, when you go to eat in the cafeteria in UI, you will eat your amala or pandayam or whatever you eat or rice. And you have free apple and banana and orange to pick for free when you are going out. That was when the first story came, that it's when you have no money that you get so hungry. So after that, you have my ticket, 50 kobo per meal, 3 tickets a day. For a month, that is 45 tickets. At the end of the month, I probably have about 15 tickets left I did not use. Why? Because I could not keep feeding 3 times a day.
Wow.
That's how beautiful that country was. And I enjoyed it in the university. And we continue that way till we keep hearing that how our even predecessors enjoyed even more than ourselves. People like Chief Mobodo, who was in the same hall with me, whom we invited. He was then the governor of Anambra State. We invited him as our guest in our Bello Hall celebration. And he was telling us how they were enjoying. And he came in and installed telephone in the hall for communication and many more. And then I think it was in the last year, 1986, that the disaster began to fall in, where they stopped feeding us 50 per meal. And I knew that there's a problem coming up. That is a bit of my time when I went to Nigeria. I went to Lagos, Yabate, moved into Wema Bank as the chief, as the economic analyst for Chief Adigute, another great man in my life. Then before I joined Zenith. And in Zenith now built, Zenith by the grace of Jimobia, built my perception of corporate Nigeria and corporate perception of success. But my eyes were seeing academics. So when I attained a good level in Zenith, I was looking and saying, my God, I needed to go and do what I love doing, because the net was paying very well. Now, I don't know, but they're still paying well, but the system of coming to banking industry now, that is a lot of contract. But then it was fantastic. That's a bit of me. Then by the time I got to a good level in Zenith, I started to take my kids. And I said, look, the way I'm looking at Nigeria, and given what Abacha did, this country will be challenged. Let me give my children a second opportunity. That was where the beginning of the journey to Canada came. It wasn't because Nigeria was getting that bad as well, but it was deteriorating. And I brought them here. And I was telling them, look at. My first shocker in Canada was that I saw education was free, primary was free, secondary was free. Because I remember in NPN campaigning that time, when Chief Obafemi Awolowo was telling them that education can be made to be free. And they said it's a lie, that nowhere in the world where education is free. My first shocker was that I go to Canada, I found out primary school was free, secondary school was free, and I said, oh my God. And that has been my journey. But since then, I've been molding people in Canada. I've been teaching statistics, teaching mathematics, teaching project management. I'm molding this, and I with the hope that one day I will come back. Now I am prepared to come back. But the insecurity is telling me, hey, and I'm lamenting, and I'm crying. As I am to you, as I am here today, I have a 20 acres land in Nasarawa, prepared for farm. I can't go there.
Wow.
I have another one in Meadow State. I have my workers there too. But I have not been there for 5 years. Why? Insecurity. So just remember, that's a picture of me. And I want the younger ones to please pay attention. When I mean younger ones, I don't mean people of no vote. I mean people of 45 and below. Open your ears and listen to me. Forget about your tribe. Forget about your religion. Because this country can be recovered. This country can be made great.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Let me start with this, please. Thank you so much. Please, guys, I'm not a professor in TikTok shows. This is like me coming back. So, Abba, so someone said I should use the 10-box style. I don't know how to do the 10-box style. Abba, can you please help me on that? Direct me how to do the 10-box style. The 10-box style for.
No, living like this, make people not too plenty because it will be too rowdy and people start talking.
Okay. So it's best like this, right? All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, guys. If you're just joining us, you've been listening to the voice of Professor Sir, what's the first name again, please? Professor Francis Osemeke, from Edo State. Ibanke, yes, from Edo State. So, Nigeria, sir, at this point in time, we are so divided along different lines.
That's why it's so painful, man.
Yeah, so
No need to be divided, no reason.
Because that's one of the comments I saw in my comment section when I said, they say somebody's, and I wrote I checked the guy's profile, and a young boy, he should be in his 20s, and it's like, this man and I am brother now. That's why he's supporting P2B and brother. I'm like, I don't even know where you're from till today. Till now, you just said where you're from. I never knew where you're from, because for me, first of all, what attracted me to what you was what you were saying, how you came out, what I was hearing, and that's like, I believe what attracted so many Nigerians to your side. But it's good to hear that you're actually not even an Igbo man. You're from Edo State. You're from a different part, and
I see myself as a Nigerian, my
exactly.
Blooded Nigeria.
Exactly. You schooled in the Southwest. You know these people for personally. So it's important we set that record straight so we can jump to the conversation. And for the bigots that are already in the building, are already shaking and fidgeting. Oh, no. This is not that field today. We're talking Nigeria today. So please, guys, I just want to encourage every one of you one more time. Please, let's share the live. Everybody repost the live. Thank you so much. About 100,000 likes already. Our target is 300,000 likes. Please keep our tapping. Please keep sharing. And on other platforms also, if you have questions for him, please drop your questions. And also, if you're of the age of the people, because I want to also say this for those that experience Nigeria, that experience this kind of Nigeria, please, this is the time to be very audible. This is the time to be very vocal with your experience. Let younger Nigerians understand what we have missed. Look at what Oga is saying here. £5, is it 5 kobo? I mean, is it 50 kobo per meal? Many people don't understand that in foreign nations they still use coins. I have coins that I use up until now. And it's a coin where I am is stronger than it's almost equivalent. It's stronger than the Nigerian 1,000 naira note, a coin, and it's very active here. It's only in Nigeria that we have phased out our coin. Our 50 naira is of no use anymore, right? So let's jump into politics. Let's come here. Before we jump into politics, what do you think has been the problem of the country from your experience, from where you're coming from? And you also said 1986. Coincidentally, 1986 is also the year that Buhari came into power. If I'm not wrong.
No, he came into power
83. Okay, sorry. So Buhari was in power in
83. Yeah.
Okay, 86 was IBB. IBB came in 85.
IBB came in
85. So you started seeing the downside from 86. That's from your own experience. But from history, the first ever recession Nigeria went to was in 1980. I think it was 83 or so. We didn't have Buhari's first time.
It was during Buhari's time, yeah. That's the first time. Yeah, that was the point for me. But let me go into what I want to talk about Nigeria. Please listen to me very well. You see, except you don't love Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, right? Please pay attention to what I want to tell you.
Sir, please, can you be more audible? People are saying that you're not audible enough, please. I don't know.
Okay. If you love Nigeria, the gentlemen and ladies, if you love this country, right, you will pay attention to what I'm telling you, and I mean all with all sincerity. Because tomorrow, any one of you can be president or minister. Any one of you, don't underestimate yourself, please. But I want you to be well equipped and prepare for leadership. So that when tomorrow nature calls on you, God divinely calls on you to take over the mantle of leadership, you will rise above tribalism or religion and do service to humanity. What is the problem in Nigeria? The problem in Nigeria is not the followers, please. Not the followers. The problem in Nigeria is the problem of our leadership. That's the problem in Nigeria. Why did I get this? I was in my early days when I was growing up. I was again. You see, I thank God I come to this generation. I was able to see Chief Obafemi Awolowo face to face in his house in Agodi, in his when he comes to UI Trenchard Hall to address us. I mean, the legendary Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Wow. What did I get from him? Is the simplicity of this man. I read almost all his books, by marched through prison. The simplicity of this man, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, was what blew me off myself. Because you look at this man, first premier of Western Nigeria, and for all what he has done, and it's looking so simple. I'm not sure I've seen like Chief Obafemi Awolowo with security man around him. I'm not to think back now. Then, even when he came to Trenchard Hall to address us then, simple, dress, and listen. And he will tell you some basic facts. But while doing that, I took my time to look at him and watch his behavior and realize that those who love this country have two characters they have to give. One, honesty and sincerity. I repeat, two vital characters, honesty and sincerity. It is when you have these two vital characters that integrity will be your portion. But if you are not honest and you are not sincere, no matter the policy you have on hand, it will fail. Because the policy would have been loaded with so much dishonesty, with so much deceit, with so much insincerity. And what Awolowo had then, which is why I'm proud to say I am one of his students, I learned so much from him, was his honesty and sincerity. And I took my time to look at how did this guy get this thing done this way and this time. And many more things. I remember when he was being interviewed in 1979, the very first year I voted, when we were interviewing on the NTA, he sat down so quietly. And when they were asking, we will just be telling small little things. The minimum wage is very poor. I will increase it 6 times, and I will do this. And MP said, no way, you are deceiving us. I said, listen. I said, look, I could do this. With cocoa money, he built the cocoa house. With cocoa money, he built the Liberty Stadium. With cocoa money, he set up the Western Nigerian television station. Don't just mention those 3. With those cocoa money, Awolowo gave Nigeria or Western state first television before France. Awolowo gave scholarship to study 5 critical courses. Let me mention them: architecture, accountancy, engineering, law. I think I wrote them down. 5 critical courses he gave Nigerian to study, and medicine. And when they ask you, why do you pick these 5 courses? He said, initially, when you are starting off, you have to look for professionals who can build the tripod of a nation to stand well. He later gave us scholarship to other people. People like M.K. Abiola benefited from the scholarship. That is the Awolowo for you. He created a very healthy competition in Nigeria. I'll give you an example. As you built the Liberty Stadium, Okwana tried to build Enugu Rangers Stadium. As you built the Western Nigerian television station and call it first in Africa, you know what the Eastern Nigeria did? Eastern Nigeria built their own and call it Eastern Nigerian television station second to none.
Healthy competitions.
Those are very healthy competition. As it was growing the cocoa, they were growing the palm kernel and other things there. That was the Awolowo you're talking about. That was the Awolowo I know. That literally almost all the loose and corner in the western state, almost from village to village, the roads were tarred. Because I schooled in Ibadan, I moved extensively in those community areas. And you will see what this man did today. Now, my question is, he set up a structure and make sure that when we were in primary school, I attended, at the specific here, I attended Apapa Baptist, first of all, at Jerome Primary School in Ajegule, and Apapa Baptist Primary School, Marine Beach, Apapa. In that school, by the grace of our Awolowo's policy, we were, as I told you yesterday, we were given powdered milk 2 or 3 times a week. That was, later I realized that those were policies designed by government to develop our IQ and develop our immunity and develop our capacity to learn. That's the leader that is thinking of tomorrow. We were just taking it for fun. Big don't come. But critically realize that in that same school, we have what is called our dispensary, a sick bay. If any child is sick in the school, they take it to the dispensary for treatment. Not outside the school. That was what we were enjoying then. If any child is sick, they will take you to the dispensary to treat you and rest. That was what he was doing then. The same thing. At Imba Street, at the local government area, they had pipe-on water. In Surulere, pipe-on water. If you realize these were not done by accident. The same man created the Edupeju Industrial Estate, the Ikeja Industrial Estate. I could keep naming it again and again and again and again. But you know the painful thing? He never had the opportunity of becoming the president of Nigeria. I keep saying it. If Awolowo had been the president of Nigeria for 5 years, this problem we are facing today, we would not have faced it. 5 years, baby. If that guy had become the president of this country for 5 years, if I allowed him to do for 5 years, to what we are facing, and that's exactly what he should be doing himself now. So in leadership, it's about honesty and sincerity. Once any leader in Nigeria can be honest to himself and to his generation and be sincere, there is nothing difficult in leadership in getting things done. Because in the first instance, when the money is available for you, nobody will persuade you to go and steal part of that money and open an account in Toronto, or open an account in US, or open an account in London and go and hide it there. You will not accept that because you are honest and because you are sincere. You will use the public fund for the public activity. And that was exactly what he did. People keep wondering. I said, listen, he was always sincere and honest to build his people. And he was trying to say, okay, let me build Nigeria this way too. That's exactly what he was trying to do. But people got it wrong. And the guy did a marvelous job. And that is, so we benefited from it now. I am crying now. But when I walk into UI and I see what this guy did, and many other things he did, I walk into Western region, I see what this guy did, and I keep wondering, and I see the generation that are benefited. That is my generation now. Tinubu is the generation before us. My generation now, Obi generation, a lot of people are the ones who are now failing to.
Sorry, sir, please. You said Tinubu generation is a generation before yours?
Yes, because he's not in the 60s, it's already in the 70s.
That is allegedly, that is his football age.
Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Are you hearing me?
Okay, sir, go on.
And that is my lamentation. I had an opportunity to have an interview with Michael Ani. I don't know if you know, Michael Ani was the Minister for Finance during Abacha time, 1978 or 1998 or 97. Michael Ani, Minister of Finance. I had a chat with him. Then about the beauty of it. He said when he was coming from London after his degree, he came to Nigeria, right? That they used to have a cruise from Lagos to Sierra Leone to Gambia, a cruise, to and fro. And that they had one cruise from Lagos to Calabar through the Atlantic Ocean, which is what the Costa Road is trying to do now.
Sir, please, just a minute, please, just 1 minute. Max, can you please request the mic, please? Let me bring you up. I want to create the big box so that we can both be on the screen. Max, can you please request the mic so that I can bring you up, please? So, Abba, so that we need to do that stuff. It doesn't necessarily matter.
Are you this live? Are you listening on your iPhone or what phone are you doing?
On my iPhone.
Yeah, so you should be able to do it to even 10 bucks. So you and Professor will be on top, then the remaining 8 will be at the bottom.
So how do I do it,
I
please?
can only do it to be 8 from my side. From your side, you can do it to be more than 8.
How? Direct me, please.
Okay, just give me 2 minutes.
All right. Meanwhile, guys, please, you're listening to the voice of Professor Francis, in Toronto, a professor in statistics. I believe that if you're here right now listening to this because you have seen or watched his video, and I've been sharing great insights on our country. I don't have questions to ask him right now, but if you have questions for him, please put it in the comment section. I'll be asking it. And also, please, if you also experienced most of the things experiencing, if you want to, or probably maybe he's telling us what is a lie, and let me know that he's lying, right? Let me counter him, because on my platforms I don't allow lies on my platform. But I know that I believe that what I've been saying so far are the truth, because all I've been seeing people saying on that comments is like it's true. I wouldn't say. I think I've seen your classmates. Someone said I attended Ajeromi Apapa Central School too between 1973 to 78. I guess I might have met.
No, if it's primary school, you don't meet me. But then I don't enter secondary school.
You say Ajeromi Apapa Central School. I don't know whether that's the primary or secondary school. I don't know.
Okay. No, but that's how beautiful the country was then. The issue of peace. Let me give you another gist. When we live, even in Ajegule, I remember that time my father would leave our house in Ajegule to attend a party in Dioro. And
sir, before you go to this question, there's a question that popped up on my page. I want to ask you this question. Somebody say, please, sir, we understand all you're saying, sir, but do you think P2B can do it?
My brother, I told you the qualification you need, even you are not the sound of my voice. The moment you are honest and sincere, you can do it. The critical strength of P2B, many of you do not know, is his honesty and sincerity. It's not that P2B has the Nobel Prize knowledge of econometrics and business development and economic analysis in the world into your head. No, because the moment you are sincere, you know what happens? Once you are sincere and honest, your lieutenants around you who are professionals in their various skills, when you are making an honest error, they will quickly correct you. Say, wow, no, God, this. You see, people are very good at following their leaders. If they know the leader is a fraudulent person, they will follow you in that manner. If they find out you are a sincere person, they will follow you. That's why they say people should be afraid of in Nigeria today. They're scared of the civil servant. But the civil servant themselves do not do anything without studying the body language of the leader. So P2B can do it because the only strength P2B has is that honesty and sincerity. Because I keep crying all the time. Gentlemen, how can you attend an hospital that will be treating you for months? I'm talking about Buhari now. Months and months and months. And you spent 8 years. It did not come to you to replicate that hospital in your country. Not in another country. When they asked Chief MK Abiola, why does he want to become president in 1992? Chief MK Abiola, and the younger one may not know, but those who know him. Why don't he become president in 1992? Remember, MK Abiola was the richest man in Nigeria there, if not in Africa.
Yeah.
But very generous and very brilliant. A product of Chief Abafamelo Awolowo scholarship. MK Abiola said he went for a treatment in UK. They were to operate on him. He lied down and 4 or 5 medical doctors came up. And they were looking at him. He said, we're going to start now. They said they are waiting for the chief surgeon. And behold, the station that came up was who? In Nigeria. So he made all these wild guys, the person you are waiting for now is this Nigerian, and say yes. Oh my God. So he got treated.
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. So, Saddam, from your end, you know, as if you want to bring up people, right?
Yeah.
You know, as if you want to bring up people from your end.
Yes,
when
yes.
you touch that one, then you will see like a setting, like it's like a circle. You know when you see setting for your iPhone?
Yes,
You
yes.
see it just at the yes. When you click it, you will see different pattern of the boxes you can change it to. Are you seeing it like that?
Layout have a new home. Is it?
Yeah, you see layout, different layout. So you can, if it's an iPhone you are doing this live, you can. There is the very last one at the end to your right. That one has 2 big boxes on top. So you and Oga can be at the 2 boxes on top. Then the remaining 8 boxes will be under the 2 boxes.
That is side by side.
You see it? Now this one, that's it. So you can let me swap myself with Oga. Just hold on.
Okay.
I should be able to swap. In with my spot. 1 second. So now he's not your guest.
Oh, amazing.
So you can this your Saddam this thing. That's okay. That's fine. Go on.
All right. Thank you very much. This thing. I must say I'm a TikTok illiterate too. You see why I go to learn something there. Thank you so much, my brother Basil. Thank you.
It's knowledge, and we learn it every day, and it continues. You never stop learning.
True.
That is the secret, and that is what I always was saying. That the day you stop learning, know you are dead. So what I say that MKO said the reason he's motivated to contest for the presidency, that if these are Nigerians, the nurse is a Nigerian, and in fact that many Nigerians are there working. So he said, what does it cost to build this hospital in Nigeria? They gave him the bill. So this is not expensive now. Now, that is the spirit he came with. Now, my question is this is leadership. Leadership is about honesty to your people. If you know that people fall sick, Nigerian leadership, Nigerian elite, senators, no senator will fall sick in Nigeria and get treated in Nigeria. What the many of them will fly to Canada, fly to Europe, fly to America. And I remember one of my colleagues, who's a medical doctor, he said, when I see them come here, I feel like killing them. I said, now you are flying from Nigeria to come and meet in Nigeria to treat you in an hospital. I thought you said Nigerians are not good. So the issue of leadership would have been to say, okay, gentlemen, this healthcare is very important. And the simplest is primary healthcare. Remember I said, in my Baptist primary school, I don't know if anybody is there now. I'm sure that thing is dead now. There is a dispensary, a sick bay for students, primary students, not secondary school students to listen. When we are sick, we are taking them for treatment. And people like me were always sick of malaria because I was an AA. And they treat you there, and they allow you rest, and they give you powder milk, and you go home. That's how beautiful it is. How come the leaders who was sick for 8 years and was shuttling London and top of things and could not build one? This is why I cry for this country. You could not build one. This is why I cry. If you look at that, where he died, I want to mention his name now because the guy listened to me. Where he died was when they treated Dr. Akpabio. Dr. Akpabio is a very experienced medical practitioner in UK. The hospital boy died was the hospital where the guy works, where he was also treated of his own. And he said, I told him, what will this cost? He said, that hospital, even it's too expensive with the equipment and everything, can be more than 2 billion or 2 to 3 billion naira. So that he can actually replicate 2 of that in this 6 geopolitical zone. That is 12 times 3, 36 billion. My brother, what is 36 billion to Nigeria?
Let me even do a quick check on Asorok clinic budget yearly.
Oh, you will cry. Don't do it. You will cry if you check the amount of money wasted. Not just Asorok clinic. Check the amount of money they spend on food and equipping the kitchen every year. Something is fundamentally wrong with us, and it is leadership. Nothing more. It's leadership. This is a now. I expect 100%, maybe 50% performance from Tinubu, far better than Buhari. And you ask me why. The reason is that Tinubu is educated. When the people say don't know the school went to, but at least the taste of the Putin is in the eating. If you hear him talk, you hear him analyzing, you will know this guy went to school. Even when I read at home, no problem. But you know that this guy went to school. And I expect Tinubu to be 10 times better than him. That's what I expect. But like I tell you now, leadership is not about your intellectual power per se. It's about your honesty and sincerity. Because Tinubu has been having treatment in France all the time. France and listen, in 3 years, if that is only what he could have done, build a world-class hospital in each of the 6 geopolitical zones. If that's only what he could have done, I would have been on the street campaigning for Tinubu by now. Say, I am sick. You guys saw me being sick. You saw me do my knee operation. You saw me collapse twice. I don't want you guys to be traveling abroad for this thing again. I will repeat the same thing. A standard world-class hospital that will treat liver, kidney, blindness, knee injury, waist injury, name it. In each of 6 geopolitical zone, make it 2 to each. Even if it is 20 billion each, put in the 150 billion using buy your private jet, spending on that. It will not take more than 1 year to finish it. Call the Chinese civil engineering. They will finish it. If that is the only thing it did nationwide, I thought, okay, my fellow Nigerians, this is what touched my mind sincerely. And I honestly, I think the executives would have won their heart. But you see, leadership, sincerity, and honesty is the 2 greatest battles of leadership, but it's difficult to come by. You know why? Because by the time you get there, a lot of other deceitful things come to you. The first thing to tell you that no, you can take off your retirement, prepare for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, move the money abroad. Nobody reminds them, say, listen, how many of Margaret Thatcher, how many of Ronald Reagan, how many of Jimmy Carter brought their countries well to come and invest in Nigeria? Why are you lifting our money to those clients? That is where the honesty and the sincerity come in. And that is where our leaders have failed completely. And that is the primary reason why we are in this mess. The next time they're just speaking grammar, they're using religion and tribalism to distort the young minds. If only you know how wonderful this country was, you would have known that no. I'll give you one other example. When IBB was in power, IBB brought in the structural adjustment program. I must confess, and God forgive me, I want those people who supported that structural adjustment program with my life. Because I read the document, they were superficially very brilliant and okay. And he said, when we finish developing Ajakuta steel and Delta steel Alaja, and we start producing our steel, we will start producing tools. We will change our local agrarian system to industrial agrarian. We will go to a big railway connecting the entire country. Nigeria will become a net exporter of agricultural products. We will bring back the granite pyramid, coffee pyramid. We will bring back the textile mill. We will do this. Gentlemen, just be patient. Let's adjust this thing. IMF told him, devalue your currency step by step. That is the only way you can achieve it. And that's what they call the structural adjustment program. Gentlemen, it is 33 years after. What have we done? Where's Ajakuta steel now? Gone. Where's Delta steel? Gone. Where is the massive textile industry in the whole of Kano and Kaduna?
Gone.
Where's our cultural product? Gone. And then I remember I come with so recipes. I remember people like Wole Soyinka and Professor Sam Aluko, they saw recipes too. Aluko said, no, don't devalue this currency. No, don't devalue this currency. You are wrong. That's a lie. Don't listen to IMF. Don't devalue. He said, no, we have to devalue it. And he started devaluing Nigerian currency month by month on a monthly basis. And that is where they planted the disaster that is befalling us today. Now, let me give you a tip. When I say IMF told Margaret Thatcher, said, devalue the UK currency. The British power is too strong. Devalue, you know what she told them? He said, listen to Vladimir Lenin, the Lenins in Russia. And I said, he said, when you want to destroy a country, you start by destroying its currency. That's what Margaret Thatcher said. He said, when you want to destroy a country, you start by destroying its currency. Is that what you say? What you defend your currency with all your strength? If you want to destroy a country, that is what IMF is doing. And that's why they went into the issue of devaluation and devaluation. I said, no, you are getting this thing wrong. And that is where we are today. And that's why things are so horrible and so terrible. My question is, our leaders, what is the problem? Why will you be falling sick as a senator or as a House of Rep? You'll be coming to disturb us here in Canada. Why can't, in fact, if I have my way, I was thinking of going to politics in Canada. If I have my way, say any Nigerian is going for treatment, especially if it's a senator, public officer, send him back. Tell him to go and put those things. We will do it for you. Go and put it in your country. But why can't they do that? Because they are not honest and they're not sincere. They're not honest. They're not sincere. I have seen people here. Look, when we were being sworn in as Canadian citizens in 2004, you know what the Supreme Court judge told us in the swearing ceremony in 2004, 22 years ago? He said, you are welcome to Canada as Canadian citizens. But let me advise you, don't be carried away by your men in your country. Don't be carried away by the material asset they will acquire. They are not as rich as you are. He said, whatever the richest man in Nigeria feed on, you can feed on it here in Canada effortlessly. He said, but you know what? When you are going through a major operation or you are sick, we will treat you here for free. When that man comes to treat malaria here, we will charge him $15,000. That's the edge you have. For you to get a good education as your children are having, you have to send the children to topmost school. Go and ask how much they are paying in British secondary school in Lekki. Go and ask how much they are paying in some of those Corona schools. Go and see the amount they are paying. Come and match what of my own kids. My own kids are graduates now. Come and match our public school here.
Oh.
I didn't want to study. We pay nothing, but the quality is top notch. The quality is top notch. And how did they do it? Leadership. Leadership. It's not magic, gentlemen. That's why I keep saying that I will hold my generation responsible and I will not forgive them. Except this thing change before I die. I know I will live up to 100 years.
Amen.
Except this thing change before I die. I will hold them responsible. I will hold them by that scope. Because the beauty of what you are seeing in Canada today, look at the public schools of the same standard all across the country. World class standard. How? My generation who inherited those public schools 40, 30, 50 years ago, that was not how it looks like. They built on it and improved it. You in Nigeria, the what they gave you, did you build on it? Instead, you damaged it. Each of you went selfishly to set up your own private school, killing the public school, destroying the public schools, and God will not forgive our leaders. God will not forgive them. I keep saying it. Because you have no reason, because it is not your money, it's the public fund that will use to develop public facility for the beauty of the average Nigerian child. That's why it's so painful to me. I'm not saying you can't have your own private school, but don't destroy the public school you have on ground. Because the public schools are available for you to maintain it. I'm taking my time. You see, people will live in Lagos. Their child attend Corona school in Ikoyi. They will drive from Iyanopaja to put their child in Ikoyi. Because he wants her to attend a high school like that. But if you have repeated that quality of high school all across the country, you don't need to travel. In Canada, they will tell you, you can't attend a school more than 2 streets outside your home. Right? Yes, because all the schools are the same standard. And not low standard though, extremely high standard. Do I benefit from it? Yes, but I didn't pay a dime for my children primary and secondary school. I didn't pay. One of them is finishing master's. They go back to school for a PhD. The other one is a senior manager in a bank. I didn't pay a dime. Engage them in discussion. You know that yes, this one goes school well. One dime. But how did they do this thing? Angels did not build Canada. Let me repeat it. Angels did not build Canada. Human beings like you and me built this country. Nigeria should know that. Angels did not build Canada. Human beings who are honest and sincere, and that is leadership, built this country. And then they set up a structure to ensure that any new leader that is coming, you can't tamper with it. And that is what I want Nigerians to do. We should now what we should be fighting for is not it's Emiloko. No. No. What we should be fighting for is that how do we now go back to the 60s and ensure that we upgrade our standard public school to a high level where anybody can attend in Apapa Baptist School, Marine Beach, Apapa there. I was in the same class with the son of JMJ. You will not know JMJ. JMJ was almost in the class of any of those top politicians in Nigeria today. Right? Like the same thing like Tinubu or Fashola. No? Imagine attending a public school and you are in the same class. And it does not make any, it was not a big deal to any of us there because we do not know that it's a big deal to Koto. In the public schools, we are good. And they were good. And we were doing that. And then one other thing I want to drive with that, and we were going through those public schools. We are also having good medical care. We are also having, Nigeria was not fantastic in terms of wealth, but you can see that the government is doing a fantastic effort. Public water. People in Surulere, you could open your tap in Surulere public water, not borehole.
Wow.
We run out. Public water. I remember when we are coming from our school, we could jump to a public tap and take our shower. And just pour water on, children now, pour water on our head and then we'll run away and keep going. That was how beautiful the country is. But today, where is it? Today, where is it? One man I want to mention and I want to respect him and I remember it's Alhaji Lateef Jakande. Lateef Jakande was a very close pal to Chief Awolowo. I was in Lagos when he was governor. I attended those afternoon and evening school, not morning and afternoon school. I would do it. I never in my mind imagined that somebody could come up and stop that thing in a positive manner. Lateef Jakande became governor of Lagos State. And within a year, he stopped it. What did he do? To show you that he had done his homework already before he became governor. He looked at the number of students attending each school. Because then, the reason we have afternoon session and morning session was because the schools do not have enough classroom to cope with the people in Lagos. So they have to divide it into two. What did Jakande do? Jakande look at this school. If your school has a population of 700 students, and 400 come in the morning, 300 come in the afternoon, Jakande will look at the space in your school. If you're doing enough space, you acquire more space and build an emergency classroom center. And within 1 year, Jakande stopped the afternoon school till date. It did not only stop there. And I want to put an impression because somebody told me, why did they name Jakande as state that was built by Tony? Why did they name it after Jakande? I want to say, Jakande estate was built by Jakande. You have them in my too, all over the estate, all over the country. So built by Jakande. And what was he doing? He was tackling the housing question. What does that tell you? The same principle of leadership, honesty, and sincerity. Jakande could have taken all those money and push it to South Africa or push it to Canada or push it to UK in one name or the other and hide it for himself and for his family. Jakande's children attended public school in Lupeju, where he was living. That was where his children attended in Lupeju, public school with the other children. But along the line, people working to our leaders. We began to create class. We began to enter the high cycle of our people that if you do not steal, you cannot be a success. We began to let our people realize that what makes you a man is the amount of money you have in your account and the privileged school your children attend and how they can go on holidays in Europe and Canada and all those places. That's what makes you a success. And that has been a problem disturbing our leader. Till today, I keep asking them, you, Senator, I told one of the senators, look at the car you are riding. Let us 450, 470, for 420 million naira. 420 million could have renovated all the primary schools in your local government. But that's the car you are riding. Why? Because the roads are bad. Okay, why are the roads bad? Why are the roads bad? Because sincerity of purpose is not there. And I keep saying we have a problem, and our leaders must need to realize that once upon a time, this country was beautiful and it was safe. I won't tell you that. When I was in UI, let me tell you, when I was in UI, we will leave UI in the evening, in the morning, to go and watch match at Onikon Stadium. Especially when it is Rangers or IICC and stationary stores. When the match is finishing by 8 or 9 p.m., we will join bus and come back to UI. We will finish, we will be in Ajegule. If you, I don't know whether you know Lagos a bit. If you know Lagos a bit, you realize, you know where we have our national stadium?
Onikon.
Yes, not the Onikon Stadium, our national stadium is
in Surulere, okay.
It's still that is abandoned. Do you know that when there's a match going on in that national stadium, if you don't get to the stadium by 12 noon, you can't enter the stadium again. The match will take place at 4:45 p.m. If you don't get to the stadium by 12 noon, why? Nigerians are crazy about soccer. We will trek from Ajegule to National Stadium with joy and happiness because the whole road is filled up with go-slow. People are going to the stadium. Wow. At 12:01, you will see Ene to come forward and say, ladies and gentlemen, the stadium is filled up. Please go back home. Please watch it live. Please go back home. That's how crazy Nigerians are. And watch this part. That's how. What am I driving at? I'm driving at how we kill that sports industry. In UK today, the Premier League offers 110,000 employees. The Premier League in UK offer employment to 110,000. Gentlemen, Football thrives on emotion and sentiment and hypes. The average UK fan is not more emotional than the Nigerian football fan. So that was an industry that Nigeria killed. Why would the stadium be dilapidated and be abandoned? The national stadium too late. That by this time we should have had one or two of that in each of the places of the federation. We should have had our league improve. Now, Saudi Arabia is carefully and gradually building its league, and we do not know because they know the power of football and the economy it does. But we are not building our own. We have 110,000 employees. Instead, we have killed our Greek because of insecurity. We've killed the sport this thing. We've killed our industry. Go to Ikeja Industrial Estate. And what you find there? You find history of Dunlop is gone now. Michelin is gone now. Well, you know what you find there? You find churches. Yes.
Churches bought over.
And that is the problem of our leadership failure. And that is the reason why I keep saying something is wrong with my generation. Because you that came and you saw this thing doing well, what entered your head? You need to come and improve on what your parents gave you. You came to destroy it so that you can live for only yourself and your children and your children's children. Now, lie, it will not work. You know why? If you know AIG office, Zone 2 in Lagos, opposite is Onikon Stadium, right? That AIG office, Zone 2, was Chief Festus Okutebo personal residence in the 60s. That AIG office belonged to Chief Okutebo.
That's very corrupt finance minister.
God bless you. Where his personal assistant will tie wrapper on his neck and will be on 2 posts from him.
I don't know, sir. If you do you know his story with Lee Kuan Yew?
Lee Kuan Yew of Korea?
Of Singapore.
Of Singapore, yes. No, those are guys that we are the same level. Look.
Lee Kuan Yew, let me. I want you to continue, but let me just share this story before you come in. For Nigerians that. Okay, Lee Kuan Yew visited Nigeria in the 70s when Singapore was hell. Singapore was nonsense. Singaporeans were actually, they say if you go to the lift, they were defecating in the lift, the streets, it was nonsense. So he came to Nigeria and he said he sat across, I had a meeting with Ebot. What did he call the man again? Okutebo. Please, Nigerian, Google that man, Okutebo. And he sat across the man and he saw the gold and everything that he was wearing, and he was asking him, all this thing you're putting on like this, how are you doing this? You're meant to be developing your country. And Okutebo was even telling him of how he wants to build a shoe manufacturing industry in his country. And he was like, why don't you do it in your country? Why? So he said that when he left, that the amount of corruption that he saw in Nigeria at that point in time, he said that this was actually a template he was going to make sure that he does not implement in his country. And he went back to Singapore and he had a zero tolerance on corruption. And all of a sudden, Singapore today is what it is today.
Yeah. Now, if you look at Singapore and Nigeria, we are at the same level. Between 1960 and 65, we are at the same level. If you look at the gross domestic product and the per capita income, we are at the same level. Right? Today's Nigerian per capita income, I know it's less than $2,000 or so. Singapore own is 107,500. Singapore passport is stronger than the US passport. But what did he do? Who has studied it? What did Lee Kuan Yew do in Singapore? That was nothing magical. He basically did what Awolowo was doing in Western Nigeria. He took the system. You need to get to people who are educated. You need to set up a good and a different value system. You need to realize that this country is about you doing your best so that your next generation can build on what you build. But before you can do that, you have to inculcate in your next generation the concept and the value of egalitarianism, honesty, and sincerity. And so let excellence be the watchword. That's what Lee Kuan Yew did. And he sustained it. No tribalism, no religious thing. Religion, that is your personal thing in your house. Tribalism, no. Say we need to build it. But in this country is well built. Everybody will benefit from it. But what did we do? I don't know where the selfishness came up. Till tomorrow, I keep having the same problem. in Nigeria. I'll give you a simple clue. Properties in Toronto now are very expensive. Very, very expensive now. You know why? Of course, you trust the Canadian. They're very investigative. Why is it so expensive? What is going on? Because usually when you graduate from Canada, from a university, and you got a job, you should be able to buy a 1-bedroom apartment for yourself, and you pay over 25 years. And they realize that, there are people who are coming to buy houses. When they say it is $400,000, they used to pay $600,000. And they trace them to the who? Nigerian politicians.
Ah!
You know what Canada did? Canada said, okay, any foreigner who's coming to buy property here who is not resident will pay a 40% tax as property tax. That's to discourage you, right? From coming. And Nigerians were paying. Imagine you come to they say this property is $2 million. And the government tax on it is $800,000. So okay, no problem, take $3 million. Acquire it.
Ah!
Now, and then they now pass a rule. No, listen, that's why I was ashamed. No Nigerian politician will be allowed to buy property in Nigeria, in Canada today. They pass that law.
What?
Yes, because it's becoming so embarrassing. And the question they're asking is that I was in a dinner the previous day with an Iranian, former Iranian minister, and I was telling him that because we were lamenting about the change in weather. Like Canadian weather can just change all of a sudden. So he was asking me about Nigerian weather. I said, you see this weather we have today? Now that was this weekend, we had nice weather. I said, you see this weather today? Yes. I see the rain that just fell peacefully. I said, that's how Nigeria is. January to December. The guy screamed, Can we go in this December? I said, we can't go in December. I'm not very sure yet, but this is how the Nigerian weather is. When it rains, it's a shower of blessings. Not the type of storm that will carry a car that's moving or carry you and throw you away. When it's sunny, it is beautiful. That is the beauty of the country we are. But today, what have we done with it? People are saying like this because our weather is too good. That's why our leaders are lazy. No. Our leaders are not lazy. They are not honest and they are not sincere. I don't know whether to bend their head and say, listen, this country, you can't live more than 100 years. Instead of arranging for only your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren to be the beneficiary of this thing, don't do that. Let it be for the public, and it is easier to achieve that. It's very easy. I will come to the issue of devaluation and the issue of subsidy removal. It's easier to achieve that. To support and satisfy the common man is so easy. It's not difficult to do that. Because what is the average Nigerian common man asking for? The average Nigerian common man is not asking for monthly stipend in government from here, as we have here in Canada. In Canada, if you are jobless today, government can be paying you what they call employment insurance, which should be 70% of your salary for 1 year till you get another job. If you are jobless in Nigeria, will anybody pay you anything? No. If you are jobless, you are on your own. Nobody will pay you anything. But in Canada, they do that. I said, Nigeria is not asking for that. What is Nigeria asking for is that give us electricity and give us security. Give these two first. Let's leave road alone first. Give us electricity and give us security. See, it is an economy I know that this Nigerian economy is such a way that even without government, just let the people be productive. We can achieve 5, 6, 7% annual growth based on Nigerian raw creativity and productivity. That is in Nigeria for you. And I keep saying it. You know why? I have a farm. I have 6 employees there. I've not been there for 6 years. Serving security. And I was meeting with them with Zoom every now and then. And I see the productivity of that farm. And all they produce, they sell. All they produce, they sell. All they produce, they sell. I told them, I said, listen, if you steal my money, if you steal the product, because it is poultry, you know, you need to steal egg. And I said, if you do, none of my kids are coming there to work. I will quietly, Kukuma, close the farm. Case closed. So they all settle. And they are doing so well. That is Nigeria for you.
Oh.
That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. Today, I have on my desk of Nigerian stores, Chinese store that want to buy Nigerian mangoes, Nigerian oranges. That's what I would have loved to do in my retirement. Say, fly to Nigeria, go to Otukpo, go to Benue, go to Plateau, go and buy the fruits they have there, package them and fly them to Toronto. and I will make more money than I will make as a professor. I know I could do that. Then can I do that now?
No.
I can't. If I try, say my children will hold my trouser. Say, Daddy, you're not going anywhere. We don't have 100 million to pay for ransom. I beg, sit down. That's how beautiful the country is. Now, the second power we have is our population. I have my fellow professor, Professor Emmanuel Asafo, is from Ghana. They keep arguing with me most of the time when they say Lagos economy, not Nigeria economy. Lagos economy is bigger than Ghana. I say yes, because he's a biologist. He said, don't be biased, so I know you are in Nigeria. Is it true that Lagos economy is bigger than Ghana? I say yes. I say, but how? I say, I know you are shocked, but that is the truth. Because it is people that make an economy. It is people that make an. The reason Canada is not able to match US is because Canada is 1/10 of US population. That was the population, and that is what Nigeria has. That is what Lagos has. My poultry farm will produce 50 crates a day from the farm. We do not look for any buyer. We ration among our buyers. Our buyers will come to the farm to collect it. And when they pay, I see their lot here. Pay, deliver. Pay, deliver. You don't get that easily. Not even in Ghana can you do that. Not even in Ghana can you do that. That is in Nigeria. That is the population we have. Like you said that. So why can't we just put some few things in order and let this economy explode? This economy will easily explode. I'm telling you, this is your talk, but the economy will easily explode. Just give them security and give them electricity and watch this economy explode. None of you will wait for government or no government. No. The Nigerians I know are not begging for government stipend or give me this. No. They will fly. They will fly. Today I see how people who are coming to come and invest. One of my friends just left now in Lugbe, putting 1.5 billion to build a psychiatric hospital and a poultry farm in Lugbe. He's a Nigerian.
Hey.
And that is how the things are.
Sir, that please, let me pause. I want you to continue. You said something that interests me right now. You say he's building a psychiatric hospital because we need it very well. That is very needed because you cannot be supporting this government and please let him know that he will get clients. That clients plenty. I have some here said I'll recommend for him. All these supporters of this government, if they go through that place,
No, when the government gets it right, Nigerians will excel. Nigerians will excel. My brother, I grew up in Ibadan. I stayed in Ibadan. I saw the beauty of this country. I traveled around. Let me tell you, my one of my mentors, Kalega, when I was in Deloitte, who trained me in consultancy. Do you know how he spent his Christmas? Let me tell you. Christmas 83, 84. I followed them in 83, 84 Christmas. December 25th. He would take his brand new 505 car. 504 car. 505. With himself, his wife, and his 3 children. They will drive from Lagos to Warri. Then Warri, they will drive to Benin. And they will drive to Jos. Christmas Day. I don't know, how can you be spending Christmas on the road? They say it's a fun and a delight. Because the road is free. You will enjoy the beauty of the car. And when you get to Jos, you will spend the 25th and 26th in Jos. 27th, he will head towards Maiduguri. After Maiduguri, he will head towards Sokoto. So that by the time New Year is almost over, he will be coming back to this place. That is how he spends his holiday. What does that tell you? The beauty of Nigeria. If you go to his house today, you will see the images of things he takes. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you can do that now? How many of you can do that now? This is 83 today, is 43 years ago. How many of you can do that now? Nobody. Nobody can do that now. Nobody can do that now. Why? Not because you don't love the country, but because the security is not there. These are the things we have to get our country. That's why I'm talking to young men.
So, sir, let's move on. Let's move the conversation now to possible solutions, right? Because right now you've highlighted a whole lot of the problems where we started from, and you've used Canada as a template for Nigerians to understand that governance is not rocket science, right? So, possible solutions going forward. I think and probably a time frame. Okay, let me put you on the spot and ask you this question now. Mr. Pitobi says, I'm a supporter of Mr. Pitobi. The reason why I support him is because I believe that he has what it takes to fix these issues that we're passing through right now. And the most important criteria that you spoke about, honesty and sincerity, these are two very viable components of leadership. I want to ask you a question. He said something that he can fix that he wants to do for 4 years. And many people that do not support him are laughing and say it's not possible that Nigeria cannot be fixed in 4 years. What do you think about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me address my fellow Nigerians. Nigerians can be fixed in 4 years. Please, let nobody fool you. You see, how many years did it take the subsidy to destroy Nigerian economy? I know it's easy to destroy than to build. But I want to assure you that because we have an incredible, very mobile and dedicated population, Nigeria can be fixed in 4 years. Once the leader there is honest and sincere, what can he do? Simple. Let's take two cases here. Let's take subsidy and the devaluation of the currency. Please, if you don't mind. Subsidy, for what is Tinubu doing on the subsidy? He came that day, in fairness to Tinubu, he has the tentacles and the connection to know that that subsidy was a fraud. He knows. And he has the tentacles and the connection to identify people who are involved in the fraud and give that to him. He was able to see it. It is in that vengeance and that drive that they came and said, gentlemen, May 29, subsidy is over. You know what he was thinking? He was speaking to those his friends who have made millions defrauding the country through subsidy. What it means to you and me? He knows those people who have defrauded the country through subsidy. If you wonder, one time National Assembly did a trial of all the importers, and they were indicting some of them here and there. Remember? Yeah. So he knows that. So he wanted to say subsidy is gone immediately. But this is where, if you watch the interview of people, say I will remove subsidy. The interview that take you, say I will remove subsidy. The interview Adebayo, one other guy, one very brilliant guy in
SDP, yeah.
Say I will remove subsidy. Now, what did they not do? And which is what Obi said. Obi said, I will remove subsidy after I identify the level of fraud in that subsidy. And that is where Tinubu missed it. There's no point removing something that very first day. Because as a government, it has the tools in his hand. And it will be less than 3 or 4 months. That is what Obi said. He said it took the economy of Indonesia 280 million. It took the economy of Pakistan 250 million. You know why? Because those are people within our range. And they were consuming, Indonesia was consuming 45 million liters per day of PMS. Pakistan was consuming 38 million liters per day of PMS. Nigeria was consuming between 66 and 70 million per day of PMS. Then how?
It's not possible.
How? We don't even have more cars than them. But you know what happened? You know the technique of that. You know what happened? A ship will come with 1 million liters and bait at the papa and discharge 400 liters, 400,000 liters, and claim his manifesto in his invoice 1 million liters. And then he will go to the IC. In 1 week time, he will come back again and discharge 300,000 liters and claim invoice on 1 million liters. Go back again, and in another 2 weeks, come back with the last 300,000. So, having delivered 1 million liters, he had an invoice of 3 million liters, and he will collect subsidy on 3 million liters.
My goodness.
So that 70 million liters we are consuming a day, we are paying subsidy fraudulently to almost about 30 million liters. That does not go to the average man because there was no fuel supply. So the subsidy simply go to somebody's pocket. So if Tinubu had taken his time, because he's a forensic accountant, he would have noticed it. If he could have blocked that, he would have been shocked the number of savings he would have made. Because he knows them. But they will come to him to come and like, boy, he would have said, sorry, this is what I noticed, this is what I'm doing. It will not be, this is what we are supposed to be consuming. And this subsidy is in the life power of my people. If I remove it just like that, many things will happen. But I will remove the fraudulent one, which is about 30 million liters. Then now those people who are taking a trailer load of fuel and driving through a form to Cameroon and to go and sell because they got it at the cheap rate, he would have blocked all those things. If he had done that, our inflation level would still have remained fairly okay. And he would have saved money substantially. And if I were him, I would not only do that, by the time I identify the names, I will go back and do a 3-year audit. Call KPMG, call Deloitte, call Accountancy. KPMG, go for 3 months back and ask them to pay. They don't pay, you seize their assets. The money he would have gotten would have been so much and it would have stabilized the economy. The inflation will not be there. That is what Obi said he would do. When you compare it, because he got the inspiration from Pakistan and from Indonesia. Now, on the issue of the devaluation, I just told you earlier on, when you want to kill an economy, what do? Kill the currency. Now, he has a brilliant argument there. Listen, he said, in the devaluation, what I have to devalue is that we were living not living a fake life. Those are what his supporters are saying. He said we were subsidizing the currency so much, and which is really not true. But listen very well. And the argument was that people go to buy dollar from CBN for 300 naira per dollar, and then they will go across the road to Sheraton and sell it for 450 naira per dollar. So one man who knows the governor of CBN or who knows the power that be in CBN, like as you are now, I want to make you a millionaire overnight. I'll just go to Keystone Bank, go let them give you a loan of 300 million. They will give it because a top government officer that is backing you up, right? Yeah. Bring the 300 million and you pay to me in CBN, and I'll give you Saddam $1 million. Then you take that $1 million and go to Sheraton Hotel and sell it for $450 per one, 450 naira per one. So in one day you have made 150 naira times 1 million. You have made 150 million naira in one.
Oh, sir, we've lost your audio.
Sorry about that. Now, I think my son is trying to come in. In one day, you have made 150 million naira in one day. So if he does that 3 times for you in a month, you have made half $1 billion. People know that is what they were doing. So what he did now was to try and bridge the gap between that black market and that. And I said that if you have to do that, you don't have to destroy the average Nigerian. Because the average Nigerian are not those people benefiting from that thing. The people doing this thing, you know. So CBN had the instrument to block it. Because it was CBN that gave the man $1 million for 300 naira each.
True.
It wasn't the average man on the street. It was CBN that gave the man. So tell CBN, never you try that again, no matter who is involved. With those two things, our economy would have been stable. The effort he's putting now would have had more multiplier effects. But that error of fighting these people and throwing the baby with the bathwater.
We are missing you, sir. Please answer. I think your call or something. Since you're getting a call, please just maybe pick up your call and come back. Meanwhile, guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far. You're listening to Professor Francis from Toronto University speaking here. Thank you so much. I see many of you people already in the building. Thank you so much. Please, guys, on TikTok, before I come back to Professor, so just a minute, I just want to make an interview. Now, a little announcement. Please, on TikTok, I see you guys. Thank you so much. We have hit a target of over 1,000 people. Thank you so much. Please, everybody, please power tap the live. And I just want to make the announcement because I never see this kind of people before for this live. Thank you so much. We host this live every weekdays from 10 p.m. Nigerian time to whenever we get tired, but every weekdays. But tomorrow we'll be on the violence space where we'll be. So I don't know if I can invite you tomorrow. I have a sister platform on X. I don't know if you're on X, on Twitter.
Yes, I'm on X as what my name is on X, inequality also. That used to be my nickname in secondary school.
Okay. So I don't know if can I bring you as a guest tomorrow because that's my platform.
Why not? Yes, because there's nothing there's no sacrifice too much for this country.
Thank you, sir. So I'm going officially. Let us make official. So I'm going to be bringing Prof tomorrow on the violence space, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So that's going to be a very longer space. So I'm just putting out for my violencers are listening. He'll be here with us tomorrow, 8 p.m. But for now, we're going to continue the conversation. Please, You can please guys follow him. Please show him some love. If you're enjoying the conversation, please you can gift him. Let him appreciate it. That's the least we can do here on the platform. And also let's set a record on the likes tonight. So please guys keep tapping the like, keep sharing it wherever you're watching us from, keep streaming. Let's go back to the conversation, sir. When you stopped on the exchange rate, yes, exactly. Go on, sir.
Yes, and I'm saying that if you're not careful, the people who are defending him could bamboozle you. That no, Nigeria was not. If we do not bridge the gap, the people are still bastardizing the economy. My question is that listen, who is creating that gap? Who is giving that man $1 million at 300 naira per dollar? It's not you. It's not the market woman in the street. It is CBN. And CBN is like what? An employee of government. So if Tinubu said, gentlemen, governor of CBN, whoever you are, pay attention to me, right? No dollar will be given to anybody, including my wife, at 300 naira per dollar. The market price is 450 and it remains so. Period. Nobody will do that and they will obey him. And that will kill that thing. The arbitration. You see, if you do not control things, things will go haywire. So, because if you use this method they use now, which is like floating the currency. Hey man, listen, even in Canada, they don't allow you float the currency. We don't float the currency. US do not float dollars. Let nobody fool you. Everybody protect his mother dollar jealously. They do not float it. Allow free. Those are theory. Allow free economy. Okay, let's even take it for granted. For argument's sake, allow the dollar to float. Let the market determine its level. What does economists teach you? Economists said when you are productive domestically, you have so much production that you are not able to compete in the international market. So what do? You devalue your currency. Why? So that people can now find your currency, your product cheaper to buy. And brother, what are we producing? Nothing.
Okay.
So why are you devaluing that? Why you are only going to give back to massive inflation, high level of poverty, confusion, and what you are seeing here now. Nothing more. So you should have gathered your policy and people say, okay, Professor, what happens if we don't devalue? And then they said they won't buy our product. No problem. Leave them. I keep saying this is a country that can survive. Nigeria, our oil is priced at the international market. Case closed. They won't buy garlic from me. They won't buy potato from Nigeria. What? You have 250 million people, for God's sake, to take care of. So you don't need to devalue it. You guide your currency. Then when you start producing, and you are producing enough to sell, because like now, I have my colleague who is the DG of Nigeria Export Promotion Council. She will tell you now that even with this difficulty, Nigerian export for local has increased. And I told you, and that is the truth. You know why? Because in the last 3 years, 4 million Nigerians are jackpot. 4 million are jackpot the last 3 years. So in where I am in Canada today, and most people in Texas or Houston, you find out that the more Nigerians, so that the more demand for Nigerian food, egusi, yam, rice, cassava, and stuff like that.
True.
So many demand. So that is a blessing to us. But the local economy needs to be protected. That's what I'm driving at. Local economy needs to be protected. Because now we do not protect it. That's another argument they will give you. Say, yeah, you see, after that.
Sorry, sir. Before you continue, please, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Because inside the 4 million Nigerians of Japan now, I can bet that 2.2, no, Tinubu don't have up to 2 million followers. I can bet that 1 million are Tinubu supporters. So I'm wondering, why do you support the man and you're running away?
That's what I'm saying. Look, I told you an example of one woman yesterday in my project management class. She's a principal of a school, and he ran away 2024, and he's a strong Tinubu supporter.
She'll be very wicked.
She ran for economic reason, and she ran for survival's sake. But it's in a problem now because Canada today does not give refugee hearing again for now. They suspended it. So she's stranded. But Canada is so beautiful that we won't deport them as they are deported in the US. So she had to sell her second house in Ife to pay for the next tuition fee. That is the struggle. My brother, do you know what it takes to be a principal of a secondary school? No matter how bad Nigeria is, to rise to teach in a secondary school and to rise to become the principal of a secondary school. And then at 52, 53, you are a japa. This year. And then the argument they give us is, okay, if Tinubu, look at Tinubu, after you have devalued the currency, now what? Our dollar, our foreign reserve has increased to $50 billion. I used to clap for them and say, congratulations. Now, go and tell my mother or somebody in Oshodi or somebody in Abakaleke or somebody in Benue State that this cup of gari he buys for 10 naira is now 50 naira. And she said, it's too expensive. And don't worry, madam, our foreign reserve has increased by 50 billion. What would that one tell you? Do you pour that gari on you? That is why in leadership, what you do is things that affect the common man. Look, there was one good project Tinubu was trying to do, which was CNG buses. I said, it's 3 years now, they did not do it. He said it at the first time when he devalued the currency.
The gas is more expensive than fuel now, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said, these are the things we have put into consideration. He did not do that. See, but because once you devalue a currency, you change the equation completely. Now, let me give you a good example. I have a friend. He's a pharmacist. He was earning 300,000 naira a month in April 2026 in Nigeria. In Jakpa, he got 300,000 naira, yes. He said the first job he got as a pharmacist, now paying $6,000 a month.
Oh.
The same brain, no, listen, the same brain, the same skill, nothing different. $300,000 a month, 300,000 naira, a month, that's what he was earning. He jumped within 60 days to $6,000 or equivalent to 6 million naira. What has happened? That is the irony of devaluing your currency. Thank God they did not devalue his brain.
Right.
That's the irony of devaluing your currency, because they make sure that their economy is protected and attract the best brains. Those 4 million you are talking about, and let's give those who are supporting Tinubu or not. Let's talk about them. Those 4 million, and do you know who they are? They are the best. They are the cream and la cream of Nigerian population.
True.
How I hope they took 4 million Almajiris.
Hi.
I'll be happy. No, I will give them 10 million, sir.
Yeah.
If they take 10 million Almajiris from Kano and bring to Canada, and I will be happy. Or Europe, and share them between Canada, Europe, Australia, and UK. I'll be happy. But you are picking 4 million of the brightest Nigerians, graduates, engineers, medical doctors, nurses, veterinary doctors, name them. These are people who are already cooked, baked, made, ready. And you take them from the economy. Excuse me, it's not fair. And now, they are earning so much, 15, 20 times what they are earning in the name of your devalued currency. If you want to kill an economy, kill the currency. That's what my said. That's why, look at Britain today. What is Britain producing?
Nothing.
But go and see that. It's about the strongest currency, strongest currency in the country, in the world. They protect and defend the pound. They protect and defend. I remember Abacha did this thing some time ago when he was in president. I was a banker then. Abacha did that. Abacha refused to devalue the currency. I said, if you don't want to come and back, no, go. Go. They will come back. I remember when they had a problem with British Airways and they seized Nigerian plane in UK for not paying some, we had a debt we were owing anyway, or whatever it is. Say, okay. He waited for British Airways to land. 2 of them landed and he seized them. And that was when I realized that Nigeria London was the most lucrative route for the British Airways in the whole world. Because they fly a plane of 300, 400 seats and it's always filled up. Nigeria always filled up. I'll give you a experience I got. There was a experience I got sometime where the plane was coming from Ghana to UK. Instead, he passed through Nigeria, dropped in Nigeria and continued. And I said, why? You know why? Because in Ghana, they had about 30 seats for business class. Only 5 was filled. 25 seats were empty. But the economy with 330 seats filled up. But they called Nigeria. So yes, so it was. And Nigeria filled the 25 seats. Nigeria filled up the 25 seats. At the price of business class, twice that of Ghana. So they flew to Nigeria, filled 25 business class. And that is the power of the Nigerian. What I'm driving is that the power of the Nigerian economy is so robust, it's so good, it's so solid. By people, not by government, by people, productive mind. But today, we have rendered them useless, we have made them handicapped. They can't go to the farm, they can't trade, they are not even sane in their houses. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't allow this to continue because it is very devastating for a country like this. It's common sense. You don't need anything. And I keep saying that if Tinubu today turn around and adjust this thing, he will get the Nigerian population. I told you a few things he could do. Ebola, I'm not hiding it from him because I'm sure one or two of his ministers who are my friends will be listening. One or two of his ministers, so they are my friends, very close friend of mine. They will say, simple. Tell us that devote 10 billion each. Each 10 billion will build 2 world-class hospitals, 5 billion each. Build it in, build 2 in each 6 geopolitical zone. That is 2 in northwest, 2 in southwest, 2 in northeast, 2 in southeast, 2 in north central, 2 in south. Standard hospital, 500 bed hospital. The blind will see it, the deaf will hear it, and you commission it. Do that, and you see the impact of project on the average mind of the people. Now you go to infrastructure. I realized that since he came to power, in fairness, he had budgeted 55 trillion for infrastructure. Very good budget. Very good budget. But one thing I know, I was talking about the elementary budget, is that budget is only a step. Budget is no budget until it is implemented. So if you budget 55 trillion for infrastructure, okay, it is 3 years after. How much have you spent on infrastructure? You know how much you have spent? 2.7 trillion.
What?
Yes, less than 5%. I am saying it now. If anybody is a minister of works, Umar, you are listening to me. Other guys, you are listening to me. If I am telling you, like, counter it. Now, that is the problem. So the next question now is that...
Where all the money, sir? So where all the money budgeted is?
That's where we are going now. That's where I'm pushing it so carefully now. You need to wonder, you see, when the mistake people make is that when you hear budget, you automatically think the money is there. Usually, and I don't blame anybody for that, but usually you don't budget what you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
That is why if you think that way, you are okay. Oh, it's right. But most people budget, they budget what they have, but budget is one smart way to enrich yourself as a government official. So all it means, once you have budgeted, remember, the House of Assembly will approve it. I mean, once the House of Assembly approve it, that means expenses approved. So you can actually go there and draw the money for the project and divert. I'm not saying diverted or anything, but I'm saying that is one of the awkward nature of our Nigerian budgeting system, because our monitoring scheme is very poor, very weak. I swear you can't try that here in Canada. People that told people, oh God, government that told their governor to resign because he took his family who came on holidays in Canada, he took them for a dinner in a private restaurant. 2010, I can't forget that. Private restaurant. And after eating, he did not pay. He said, paparazzi, cameraman, just like you now, you become governor of Ontario. And then your brother from Imo, Anambra came to greet you. Then you took them to a classical restaurant, right? Usually, and after eating, he did not pay. Just, okay, guys, see, guys. The cameraman followed the duty, saw the amount of money they ate, which is about $388. I can't forget that figure. And they raised the issue. Why didn't he pay? People say, They say you didn't pay because you want to transfer the amount to be debited on government as government expenses. And I said, okay, the governor. He said, no, that's an insult to us. We didn't vote you for that, so you must resign.
Oh.
The guy was begging me. The guy was begging. And now, imagine me in Nigeria. Now I was thinking, I said, governor. He said, no, he has a salary. He has a salary. And you see, these guys were begging him to. Now, they brought in professor of psychologists to come and analyze this. And they said, when he said he forgot his credit card at home, they said it's a lie. That if you want to go and eat in a restaurant, the first thing you do is to check your purse. That's what a normal average human being does. Your purse, the health of your purse, right, will determine where you go and eat.
True.
Is that not true?
True.
So if you are a governor and you did not check your purse and you carry 8 or 9, 10 people to go and eat, you have no intention of paying. Because you know you occupy a privileged position, that they will welcome you, you just simply sign, they will transfer the ticket to the office of expenses and it will be paid off. And they say that is fraud. See, what I'm driving at is that when you have a functional system that is controlled, it helps the country to grow. Did you hear Michelle Obama say, even in the White House, Obama earns $400,000. Even in the White House, he said they pay for the food they eat. I just find it difficult to believe that. But that is the truth. I agreed. He said if Obama even order anything special than what's on a meal, because he had a special friend, they will bring a different debit note for him. You try that here in Nigeria? No. Because so we have a long way to go, but I'm not saying that we should be superbly excellent. So let's start from the beginning. Provide a functional healthcare system in the country. Tackle the issue of public school. Tackle the issue of public school. Bring public school. My brother.
So let me come in here on education before you continue. I feel like it is important for these people in power that we don't get an educated set of Nigerians, because if you look at most of the people that support this government, most of those are not doing it because of tribe or religion. Most of them are very, when you hear the kind of conversation they have or hold, they are very shallow. They cannot hold you. These are many of them are educated illiterates. These are people that when you go to NYSC, they cannot even write their name. They will copy. If they say to fill a form, they will even copy your own name. They don't. They went to school. It is bad, and our educational system is bad. And I feel and believe that it is intentional, because if you are an educated populace, is a populace that is a self-aware populace. So when you call for a revamping of the public institutions, do you see this particular government doing it?
They're not doing it now. I'm not saying that. But if they are doing it, I would have seen the footprint the last 3 years.
What is the Nel fund? They will tell you that there is Nel fund.
No, wait. What Nel fund had existed before Tinubu came to power? Right? Now, they have one good thing they did, which is, what do you call it now? Student loan?
That's the Nel fund. Oh,
is that okay? No, because there's Nel fund that built infrastructures in schools.
Is that?
Now, that was an effort to give to indigent students who probably have no money to pay, which is good. But the only thing I fear is that when you graduate from university and you have a loan of 500,000 naira to pay, and there's no prospect of getting a job, the rule says it is when you get a job you start paying back. So if I don't have a job, I can't pay back. And I see many of them not having a job. I know what they will do. They will get back. And because of our poor record keeping system, the system will disappear. And that will be the end. But as good as this could be, but what they could do is revive the primary and secondary school. You know, when we were growing up in Lagos, St. Finbar's College, St. Finbar's Baptist Academy, look, one of the best brain Nigeria has ever produced. Professor Ayodele Awojobi, many of you don't know about him. But if you go to a Unilab today, as you are driving to a Unilab, at the second gate, you will see his image carved, standing tall. That was an incredibly brilliant DSc holder in mechanical engineering in Unilag. Became a professor at 32. Unilag. Yes, Professor Ayodele Awojobi. Go to University of London and then London School of Mechanical Engineering and DIC. You will see his performance there is incredible. This is somebody I know because people like him came to talk to us in UI those days. We had to ask for his result in WAEC. My brother, when I see him, I just say my own day. When I see him, I say, hey, they asked for his result in WAEC. I can give it to you. Mathematics 99, physics 98. That is his mathematics, is his result at A levels. Chemistry 98. Professor Ayodele Awojobi, a legend professor in mechanical engineering. But they killed him. I don't know why. He died very early. He died at, I can't remember the year now, 97, 81 or 82. He would come to universities and give talks. He attended Methodist Boys High School. Bariga, they call them Bariga bombers. Public school. So that is where we will start from. Right? That is where we will start from. Can you imagine if he had revived the public school and revived primary healthcare center and built those hospitals, and that is all he did? Many people will not be able to challenge him for second term.
True.
Many people will be tired.
True.
You will not be able to, because there are things you can do. We call them the low hanging fruits. There are things you could have done. People say, this guy has brought life to public school. This guy has brought life to public school. And then you will hear that he gave money now to state government. I won't host state government. I won't ask my children to go and host state government responsible. I gave the money to state government. I will hold the state government responsible. This is the amount of money. How many primary schools do you have in your state? Say 2,850. How much are you projecting for primary school? I want it revamped in the next 1 or 2 years. Every one of them. You make it attractive, like what Rwanda did. You know what Rwanda did? Rwanda did the public school so much that private school collapsed on their own. Because you don't want to be paying 2 million naira every term as for tuition fee in a private school, where you can attend the government school for less than 10,000 naira and the same quality, the building infrastructure, the quality of the teacher, and pay the teachers well. Pay the teachers well. Because this is what makes up a public school to be excellent. Pay the teacher, a fresh teacher in a public school, a fresh graduate who is teaching in a public school should not be anything less than 350,000 naira a month. A fresh, inexperienced teacher, the principal should not be any less than 2 million. And I'm being very conservative. Otherwise, I do not see any reason why my professor friend in Unilag is earning 480,000 naira a month and the legislator is earning 30 million a month. You know, where is that coming from? Where are you going? I'm giving you figures now of a professor in Unilag or in other states. Go and look at them. Few of them earn up to 600, 700,000 a month. Go and look at what House of Assembly is earning in Lagos. Look at what our legislature is earning in this thing. He could have done that. Just simply do what? Reallocation. Say, gentlemen, in politics, I can't allow you to collect 30 million every month. I am going to pay every principal in Lagos, based on experience, no one will earn less than 3 million a month. Every teacher in Lagos, no one will earn less than 350,000 a month. And I will revamp the school and see private school will not collapse. If he does that, nobody will be contesting against him.
So then this, what you're saying right now is exactly what Peter Obi did in Anambra State with the schools.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did that in fairness to him. He did that in Anambra State, where he even equipped them and put a laptop to issue. I have somebody who was a prefect in one of those schools. Put laptop, and then he gave them his phone number. He gave the senior prefect his phone number. If you have any problem, call me. Your school. That is why he did not build a brand new school.
He thought
that they had many schools there. The men are dilapidated, and he revamped it. Did you see the school where they kidnapped those children in Oyo State? That looked like a big farm. And that is where our future leaders will attend. No, you will work on that. It's so easy. Look, the price of one Corolla can revamp that school. The price of one Corolla. Do you see his convoy? About 60 cars. Go for the wife. The price of one of those cars could have revamped that school. I'm only letting you know that these things are doable. They are not nuclear physics or advanced calculus. No, they are honesty and sincerity to work for the average person. These are low-hanging fruit. When you have done that in the first 3 years, people say, wow. Now, even if you are going for kidney operation, heart transplant, and so something, you don't have to go out of Nigeria again. You know why? Because in each zone, you have 2 world-class hospitals. Wow. If local government now has at least primary health centers. Our schools have been revamped now. The teachers are well paid. You will see brilliant guys who leave bank. They leave oil and gas to come and teach in private. But you know, during our time, very many of us left teaching to join the bank. Is it because we like to count people's money? No. Their problem was that the bank was well structured and salary was good. Make the public school salary good, and it is easily sustainable. The only price is that you, the president, will not have enough money to steal. The legislature will not have enough money to steal. You will not be able to put money anywhere. But the average man will have it. And you will see the impact on the population. Japan will be zero. People will come back in large number. That is the way to go. Is this thing so difficult to do?
No.
If I have him today, that's what I will tell him myself. Is this thing, what I told you now, is it so difficult to do? It is not.
So, sir,
you don't have to do it because you're not honest and you're not sincere.
Exactly. Sir, let me just come to this, because you're a professor, and for someone like me that I love education, it's painful to say what I want to say right now. But seeing how bastardized education has been in Nigeria, and the role of supposed professors in Nigeria today in rigging politicians to power, they have reduced our professors today to riggers, enablers of bad governance. You know, so I know, sir, please, because I know some of them will be here watching this live now. So I don't know if you have a message for your.
I know why I'm laughing is that you use the word somebody they have become professor of riggers. Now that is the power of money. I disagree with the professors and I sympathize with them. That is why that woman, Professor
Oti.
in Abia State, yes, that's why I dug my house for her. And because that woman was given a Lexus Jeep as a gift to rig the election. She doesn't have a Lexus Jeep. And even if she took it and sold it, you know how much she would have made? More than 15 years of her salary. So many of these professors are there. Now this is the power. That's why money is a terrible thing. Oh God. May we get to a level where the economy is so functional that you can't use money to bamboozle your way through.
Amen.
You can't try that in Canada. You see, if you have $10 million in Canada, that one your headache, only your pocket is there. You can't use it to outshine anybody. Nobody, because the security man, if he is to drive a Lexus 350, he will buy it and he will drive it immediately and he will pay over 8 years. Nobody will say he bought it on loan. He will drive that, it's his problem. I mean, the security man. So the professors are handicapped because when you are poorly paid, my brother, when you are poorly paid, you will listen to rubbish. Why did people like us who left Yabatech, I told you what happened. It was poor pay now. I love teaching all my life because the benefit I get in teaching is not naira, it's not dollar. There's a psychic satisfaction when you see yourself impacting knowledge on people. The joy, you can't quantify it. But when the money to feed your wife and kids is not there. I remember when I was in Yabatech, I was in a bachelor. My salary will not carry more than 2 weeks. And I asked myself, if I marry now, is that what I will telling my wife? Salary not after 2 weeks. I had to work hard to move. So the problem is the salary. If they pay them well, the professors will come and insist that this is a fact and it's not negotiable. My brother, when you not get money, your voice, like most Nigerian ladies will say, if a man is poor, you have no right to get an election. Right. When you are so poor, they will entice you and mess you up with kobo, and you will imagine a professor, the salary is 500,000 naira a month, right? And he has children's school fees to pay. And it's in deficit of about 200,000. And then you are a governor, say, Professor, Professor Sirdam, come, you are going to handle this place today, right? And please, this is what I want you to do. Do this. If you do it, right, I can assure you, you will have 40 million naira. But to show my commitment to you, this is 5 million. What will you say? You will start shaking. You have not done it all, but to commit you, it gives you 5 million naira. And that is your 10-month salary. What will you do? You'll be smiling. You start speaking professional English. Say you're going to get it done. Nevertheless, this election must be free and fair. We're going to ensure that election must be. You know you are telling lies. Because the remaining thing now is that 35 million that is left. You must get it. And so you will manipulate it and get it. So that's why I don't want to blame them more. I'm going to the root cause of the problem.
Sure, which is done now.
I'm talking of teachers, education. They should be revamped and they should be well paid. I'm not talking of people working in civil service. I'm talking of teachers, primary, secondary school. The school should be revamped. Teachers should be well paid. Minimum 350,000. Let them calculate it. It is nothing. Do that well. Put dispensary or sick bay in each primary and secondary school. It will not cost you anything. Revamp the school and keep quiet and see how people will be singing your praise. Hold the governors responsible. Don't tell the citizens to go and hold the government responsible because the citizens themselves are already poor. They're very poor. But you are the president. I said, come, Sirdam, you are the governor of Imo State. You told me you have 2,800 primary school. You told me you have 670 secondary school. We have designed the model for you. I want to see your reports. What I'll be doing, I'll be giving quarterly reports to the country. Say every quarter, this is how far this state has gone. This is how far this state has gone. By the end of 24 months, every state should have finished their own. Now, any state that did not finish, we will shame you and bring you out. How much did we give you? Why did you not finish it? People will say it. I, the president, will be demanding it. I won't say go and demand. That is how to do it. And then before you know what's happening, because you are sincere and honest, all the primary schools in your state is revamped. Beautiful, clean, neat. All the secondary schools are revamped. They have their primary health care center in each of them. Beautiful, clean. The teachers are paid well. You will see many people leaving the bank, leaving the oil and gas to join the teaching force. And that is the first goal you will score. Then you have the general hospital you have built. If you have done that, the impact you make on Nigeria is far more than what the coastal road is making. But the coastal road is being done, like politically. These are things, all what I'm telling you, I won't tell you like, I have written it and delivered to you. All what I'm telling you now, I have written it and delivered. Say, I can do this thing. You will get at least through somebody to him. Because one of his brothers was my colleague. You know, like, I've given it to him. Say, give to him. To say, follow this. I'm not an APC, but I know. But I know the economics of development of human mind, human capital. Okay, forget about religion, forget about tribe. Do this thing, and your name remain indelible. So, thank you very much. So, what do you have to say? Because, honestly speaking, this is an aspect of the conversation that I try to run away from because I understand how much they invest in division. But what do you have to say to Nigerians, young Nigerians that are invested so much in tribal bigotry and religious conversations? I'll come to that. I want to answer the question somebody said there that Tinubu, by the constitution, cannot hold governors responsible. That is not true. Because Nigeria is not even running a stockman federation. The kind of government, the man that has power to suspend Fubara. Okay. Don't make that mistake. He's one of the most powerful presidents they have in the world. God bless you, sir. He has what it takes. If you're honest and sincere, he will hold them. So, for those Nigerians who are being bigotry, many of your reasons are because you do not know where you are coming from. You do not know where you are going. You think the Nigeria you met in 1999, 2000, 2001 is where Nigeria is. No. That's why I told them, if you knew what my generation enjoyed, all the people they support me would have said, hey, boy, come on. We're not agree. Because you do not know. So you're not able to ask too much questions. You're not able to challenge it. And we don't have historical analysis to back up where we are coming from. But many of us are still alive. When I Google it, I realize that people who are 62 and above, We are less than 15% in Nigeria. For the Jesus. Less than 15%. So we don't die finish the go.
Hey.
We are less than 15%. So please don't be. I know the policies of bigotry. It plays on your emotion. It plays on your sentiment. You know it's our brother. You know it's our man. Our local. If we don't protect him now, Igbos will not protect him. After we not protect him, let's protect him now. That is the message they sold. It's very easy to sell that message. But how about telling his brother, you try though, but look at what we are saying. Brother, what will it cost you? What will it cost you to revamp the whole primary school in the country? Let's get the figures first. What will it cost you to revamp the whole secondary school in the country? Let's get the facts right. What will it cost you if we are paying teachers minimum 50,000? Every principal, minimum principal salary 3 million. You find that it is a chicken change. It is a chicken change. If you are able to bring out 150 billion to buy a metal called private jet, a metal called private jet. When I all of this cocoa house, you think he couldn't have diverted that money and kept somewhere else? When he built the Liberty Stadium, you think he couldn't have diverted that money? When he made education free and compulsory, you think he couldn't have diverted that money? I benefited from it. Free and compulsory. Compulsory means that if your pikin need to go school in the Western state, you will come and ask a question. Because the man knew the power and the strength of education. But you know the painful thing? This was Awolowo himself who had no money to go for a LLB law in London. He had no money. That's a letter where he wrote to the richest man in Jebuland and said, please, loan me this money. I got admission to go and read law in London. I promise you, I will not fail. I will do well. When I come back, I will pay you back. That means he had no money. But he went there, he saw, and he conquered. He said, no. The greatest gift I give to my children or my people is education. With education, we encourage farming. That's why you hear that their song. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ nílẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ ó máa jalè. These are things we were taught in primary school. This farming is the profession of our people. He who does not farm will be a thief. Who does not work will be a thief. That was the sort of message Allah was pushing into the mind of the people. And he backed it up with executing a project like that. Professor Professor Bayode is so rest in peace. This is my favorite professor in economics in UI. He's from Awe. He said it was in that school that because of that, his father would say, in the morning when they want to go to farm, he said, which farm are you going? You want Awolowo to put me in prison? Oh yeah. Go to school. Go to school. Some people are going to school even naked.
Wow.
Not that's not trouser. Go to school. That is a man who knows it. And that's what I'm saying. You want to touch the people, you are honest about it. There are things you should do. There are things you should not do. People are saying that the crude oil destroyed Nigeria. No! Crude oil did not destroy Nigeria. It is our bad leader that destroyed Nigeria. They did not want to use the crude oil for the purpose it was meant for. Crude oil did not destroy us. It was bad leadership. You think if Awolowo was in power and crude oil was discovered, he will become a nuisance. He will become a non-entity. No! Instead, he will create more excellence. Go and see what he did in Ife. Because he built Ife. The federal government built UI. But go and see what Awolowo did in Ife.
So I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken. Is there any educational stride that can be attached to Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Because all I know is that the people he has empowered are mainly thugs, touts, agberos, and the rest.
Because he saw politics as a means of livelihood. See, if you see politics as a means of livelihood, right? If it's a means of livelihood, then the trajectory of empowering thugs. What do thugs do for you? They go to areas where you don't have strength, where they are voting against you. They do what? They go and scatter things. I mean, your opponent, they intimidate your opponent. Because politics is a means of livelihood. But if that's not a means of livelihood and you are in politics because you want to better the life of the average person, you won't empower Potog. You will not. That is the mistake. That is the mistake. You will not empower thugs. You will instead encourage them to go to school. You see, what we should be discussing now in Nigeria is this. What we should be discussing in Nigeria today is how do we set up a very rig-proof electoral system.
So can we keep that electoral system for tomorrow conversation, please?
Okay, no problem.
So I want us to build today on all your experience on the politics, causatives, solutions, Then tomorrow, because for me, I believe that the end goal of all this lies back to how we can create a robust electoral system, like you want to say. But let's keep that for tomorrow. I think that because tomorrow's space is going to be very long, it'll be a longer space. We'll have more time for people to ask questions and everything. But let's just continue the trajectory where we are right now, please.
Okay. So we will concentrate on the issue of how to build the political system and how to build the economy and build the citizenship. And I told you earlier on, you see, the truth is that none of them will say what I'm saying. They don't understand. I'm not speaking Greek. Neither am I speaking a good language. None of them will say they don't understand what I'm saying. But this is the problem. Do you have the tenacity and the honesty of purpose to say no to corruption so that your people will benefit? Because when corruption is coming, right? When corruption is coming, it comes in a very subtle way. The corruption will not come and say, hey, I am corruption. You will resist it. It will come in a very subtle way. You say, Saddam, congratulations. You are now the Minister for Industry. Oh, good, that's good. Congratulations. And well, we want to just give you an idea and a concept here. So, okay, no problem. And they will give you a good concept. They will say, okay, we have 774 local government. This is what Ghana is doing now. You can set up an industry in each of the local government. Which should be what? An industry of 1 billion naira each. An industry that will be built with 1 billion naira is not a small industry. You agree with me?
Yes.
That's a solid industry. 1 billion. This is corruption I'm speaking to you now. Corruption will say, okay, this is coming and say, oh, that's a good idea. 774 billion naira. And when you do that, the world will forever respect you. Okay, what do we do? Okay, let's ask each of the 774 local government to tell us their natural product they have, because we want to set up industry in line with the raw material they have in that local government. They all send it to you. And then you say, boy, come down line. That's corruption, no? It's 1 billion, 774 billion. Listen, if you live here today, where will you go next? They will remind you. You say, well, like, when I retire, I said, no. There are mansions in Florida, $7-8 million. The land will not be involved in it. The contractors, I will get dedicated contractors. You will pay through that, they will pay to US, and they will retain that. Your name will not be there. So that by the time you are retired, you will go peacefully. You and your father and your wife, you will enjoy forever.
Oh.
Okay, I see. Now, $5 million already enter almost 7 billion naira. So you have basically killed 7 local government areas. You have already killed 7 local governments. You have already killed seven industries already. And that's not the end though. You say, your mates do this and do this. Why? I don't like the way you are doing it. You can do this and do this and do that. Is it not somebody that suggested to you to go and buy a bulletproof Cadillac? Before him, why use that bulletproof Cadillac? But he was using a Mercedes-Benz. Is a Mercedes-Benz inferior to Cadillac? No. But somebody suggested to him, go and, people don't like you. Go and buy a bulletproof Cadillac, 1.5 billion. And he bought it. This is how corruption comes in. By the time corruption finishes with you, those local government, those industries, if you get only 10 functioning, you are lucky. The rest will just be carcass, or nothing at all. But if you are honest and sincere, I back to my leadership theory. If you are honest and sincere, you still say, my brother, sorry, my joy is to see the workers who wake up in the morning in each local government go to work, close, and come back. That is my joy. I want to be able to look at through the internet. I want to look at Brian Kirby local government. Let me see the workers in local government. Those going to industries there. I see them. I want to look at workers in Oluyole, local government in Oyo State. That is your joy in it. When you tell them that and they know you are serious, they will respect you and they will obey you. But if they give you those gifts and you are smiling, that's okay. That was brilliant. I say, and then you get a yacht. You get a yacht. But God, how can you be going to France for holidays and your mates gets yacht and then you relax once in a while. How much is yacht? Maybe 5 billion. Chicken change. And we have yacht too. It's permanently in Paris. And that is how it comes in. But blessed is the leader who is honest and sincere. Who will say, no, that's not what I want to do. That's not where I derive my strength from. This is what I want to do. This is why I want to go about it. That's why I'm so scared of some leaders. I don't want to mention their names. If they come to power after Tinubu, they will do nothing. If they are looking, they will do nothing. Not the way Buhari did absolutely nothing for 8 years. He go better, he go better, he go better, he go better. That was how we were singing. After his first tenure, when he got the second tenure, I said, this is now, it will start now. What happened? The game is over. If you're not very careful, that is the journey we are taking now. You go better. I said, no, not be go better. There are what is called low-hanging fruit you could have done. Leave the coastal road. That's not what we want to do first. If I were in, these 4 things are done, then I will move money and begin to repair the internal roads. And I will begin to link the entire. I will just call China and say, listen, you have first-class rail system. I don't know how you guys do it too. Me, I want to link all the state capital with rail.
Facts.
All the state capitals with rail. I know what I'm driving at. I will link all the state capitals with rail. And this thing will pay themselves back. And China was okay. China is a wonderful country that they do this in a way that will beat your imagination. And they will give you timetable and they will achieve it. So they work like ants. And they will achieve it because they know you are sincere. And they will get it done. And you will link everything. And that is how. And then at this time now you go for second term, who is opposition? Position come, okay, what do you want now? What have I not done that you want to do for them? That's what who will be telling the opposition now that what do you want to do then? What has not done. He has given us fantastic world-class hospital. 12 of them, 2 in each geopolitical zone. Look at it. They can do brain surgery, heart surgery, kidney surgery, their knee replacement. Nobody is trying out again. This is fantastic. Look at it. He has revamped the entire primary school in the whole country. He has revamped nobody will commend the governors because they know that the money came from him. So what do you want to do? What you will hear is that most parties will say, we hereby adopt Tinubu as our presidential candidate. We hereby adopt Tinubu as our presidential candidate. We hereby adopt Tinubu as our presidential candidate. That is what you will hear.
Some more people are just saying, look at OT, similar to OT. Now, nobody's contesting against OT.
Nobody now. Okay. But OT did a fantastic job there. He did a fantastic job there. And that is why people are just trooping in. I'm trooping in.
Prof, so when they say OT did not do anything,
I saw the problem with my brother, so what is that? He's affected by this syndrome of, if it's not me, no other person.
Main character syndrome.
Yeah, just like the way I told him now, that my generation failed Nigeria. I'm not ashamed to say that. I could have pretended and said no. I would have said, my generation failed Nigeria. He said, Professor, why are you saying that? I said, yes. I'm not ashamed to say that. Because I know what my generation did. What they did is best. And he's still doing it very well. And brother, if you have not been to Aba during Ojekalo, I was there. I was in Aba to execute. Yeah, no, now I was in Aba. We were doing a study from Canada here. We had to put a Canadian mortgage system. We studied Lagos. We studied Port Harcourt. Because Port Harcourt is not very far from Aba. So we studied Aba. And we saw the terrible roads in Aba and Umuahia. This time, Ojekalo has finished his 8 years. The other man, Jodila Oji, was supposed to say, why can't you guys arrest this guy? I mean, somebody was here for 8 years and was like this. Now, I've got a picture of the modern road, those roads now in Aba and Umuahia. I have the picture sent to me. Do you see how I take with those low-hanging fruits?
Exactly.
And that makes you think this guy is super. Because it's so
Exactly.
easy to satisfy the common man. So easy to satisfy the common man. So easy. Now look at what he's doing now. He's pushing to put in a pot about one place there. When he succeeds in putting that pot, he has already liaised with Tinubu, and Tinubu is giving that positive vibe. When that pot starts vibing, we notice that that pot will take half of Lagos container.
Facts.
Because if I have a factory in Aba, I have a factory in Nnewi, I have a factory in Umuahia, I have a factory in Onitsha, what's my business importing containers through Lagos? I will import it through that port. And it's a no-brainer. So Chowore, I sympathize with him because he said he did nothing. Okay, I gave it 50%. But 50% is not a good performance. You even try, but this Chowore alone is fighting a different battle. He is one of those people who brought Buhari to power. So you have to pay the price. But when he brought Buhari to power, I except I'm wrong, I never imagined that Tinubu had in mind that this insecurity was part of the agenda. I may be wrong. I don't think Tinubu as Yoruba man, and Yorubas I know who like life and like industrial development will not go and be part of the parcel of people who will be importing fugitive Fulani men into Nigeria.
Sir, I disagree on that notion because Tinubu is actually not a Yoruba man. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows it. No, this is real fun. Nobody knows his. You said you have a working experience with him, but nobody can. I don't believe. Maybe you will be the first person to tell us his father, his mother.
I don't know him my childhood, but I know a bit of areas where I would have known him. They denied him. When he said he went to Arowoya Primary School in Lagos, I know Arowoya Primary School in Lagos. That school was established in 1904 or so. And the school said no, he didn't go. Hey, primary school when he said he attended Ibadan Grammar School, Ibadan Grammar School said, "Alayo, who said that you? Then he said he attended Government College, Eric Moore. And he finished in 1970. Eric Moore Government College was established in 1975.
Exactly. He finished before the school established.
Before the school started.
He's a spirit man.
That was why I got tired. No, something is wrong with it. You see, what I was expecting to say, and I said, gentlemen, I didn't go to a conventional, like my father didn't go to a conventional primary and secondary school. My father. But he could read and write. He could read and write very well. In that course, he went to night school. Where? In Lagos. Night school in Lagos. He came to Lagos as an illiterate. But he went to night school in Lagos and he could read. By the time we were growing up, my father could read and write. So if Tinubu had said, gentlemen, I didn't go to this conventional school because of maybe poverty or lack of opportunity, whatever, right? I read my GC, my primary school from home. I read my GCO level from home because Chikobi did his BSc mathematics from home. Those days, very many great men read from home.
Yes, Festus Keyamo said it. That Tinubu is one of them.
Exactly what I was expecting to say. But he didn't say any of those, and I said, oh God, which could, because I wanted, because I'm listening to him. He's very intelligent. He's very smart. So you look.
So you cannot do the kind of trade he was accused of doing in America and you will not be intelligent and smart.
But you know what it takes to be a fraudster. You have to be one step above the average person.
True.
Yeah. So he's very intelligent and very smart. So my question is that, okay, if you read at home, tell us you read at home. So that we will know that you read at home. And then you part and don't plan about it. Many of the professors I met in UI did their GCA level, O level through rapid response college. Those days, many people don't know it. It's institution. You register for it, you pay the fee, they send you lecture material. You read, you do an assignment, you post it to them. They send it back again to you. You read, do assignment, and then at the end of it all, you go and write the exam. And many of them passed. That is why I can't speak to him. But I can only speak to him from the period when he has come back. And I know that this guy is smart. But the problem is that maybe people, but I don't know why nobody could come out and say, I know him from this level. Nobody. And it became a mystery. But I don't want to go into that because let me deal with the issue. I know that, Oga, you are lucky to have gotten a position now to get to a level where God made it possible for you to be a president of this country. Do something to make your name permanent in people's life. I know his full name. is Adeyinka
Amoda Ogunlere.
Yes, before you change it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu for whatever reason. But what I'm trying to say is that there are things he could do, and there are errors he has made now, which he could correct. Let me tell you one funny thing we will do now. It's not conventional. People will say, no, it's not conventional, but if I were him, I would do it. I made a mistake. The currency has been devalued terribly. I will tell Nigerians, brace up. Our oil is exported. I will earn our oil in dollars. But I don't want to trade at 1,400 to $1 again. I don't want. I can't pay for more than 700 naira per dollar. If you don't want to sell to us, hold your goods. Now, that's what I would have done. Now, on the issue of that's the issue of devaluation. The issue of subsidy, which he has addressed very well, because he has basically, according to him, removed subsidy. I could not call Dangote and say, Dangote, come. You are not producing here locally, right? You can supply us the 40 million liters a day. Is it? Yes. Suppose we supply you the crude oil in Naira at our agreed local price. Nobody will stop me from doing that because it is my crude oil. I'm not bringing crude oil from Ghana. I'm not bringing crude oil from Venezuela. This is my crude oil sold to my fellow Nigerian refiner. Please, we will give you crude oil. Don't pay international price. Pay a price in such a way that the cost of production and the final sale to Nigerians, instead of selling 1,000 naira per liter, we'll probably sell for them for 500 naira per liter. Step one. That will go back to the drawing board. I said, okay, sir, if you say that, then we'll buy the crude oil from you, right, at this price. Then I can, with this price, I'll be able to sell 1 liter for 500 naira. That is how governance is done. It is Nigerian first. That's what Trump is doing here. It's Nigerian first.
So sir, are you? Let me ask you this question before I will bring up people to ask you question. Are you now saying that he doesn't have the capability to do this, or he doesn't know this? What do you think? Yeah.
He has the capacity to do it. Listen, that capacity to do it. He knows, but that two virtues, sincerity and honesty, is his problem.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, because for you to do it now, you will sit down with intellectuals, sit down with Pato Tommy, sit down with professors of this is what I want to do. They will tell you the backlash. That is, the international community will stop supplying goods to you. What are they supplying, for God's sake? Oh, we don't want to buy biscuit again from Canada. We don't want to buy chewing gum from medicine. We don't want to buy imported dress, imported suit. No. Then the critical thing, which is medical supplies, I will pay from my international foreign reserve. This is where I want it. My brother, it's a matter of 6 months. They will come to them and accept it. Ghana did it.
So the problem is that he lacks honesty and sincerity.
That's why those are the two our leaders. They want to do a job, but when you are not honest, you will not say, oh boy, this is if I don't, this is the impact too. But this is where I'm going, even though I told them I'm going this way. That is insincerity, self-deceit, and because of that, you maneuver things down. Look at the lifestyle of his children. When Abacha was in power, I'm not the children you know.
I don't know anyone.
And Abacha has over 20 children. I only know one who is a veterinary doctor in the US, who is that kid to become a senator and went back. And the second one who is now a brigadier general also in the Nigerian army. The other ones are professionals in their various fields.
Tinubu is a cancer, honestly.
But see what the son is doing. He has over Wole saw him one day and said, hey, you alone have this amount of soldiers and police guiding you. You still could have fought the Boko Haram in the forest.
Facts.
Why are they following you? He was teasing it. He made it poetic. People will tell you that if you try this thing I just told you that the economy will destroy. He said, lie. The economy will not destroy anything. Nigerian economy? Say, gentlemen, this is what I can afford. If you cannot deal with me, good luck. Day your day, make I day my day. And 10 Nigerians starting up. You know why? Your medication, you will get it. Everything we need for power supply, you will get it. But In terms of foreign food, if you love eating foreign rice, I'm sorry, that's sauce. Yam is locally produced. Guava is locally produced. Tomato is locally produced. I will encourage you guys and pump this in well. They will come back because why? You have the market. You have the market. My friend in Liver Brothers, it's called you in Liver now, right? He said they produce tangerine, blue band margarine. That's a popular product called
margarine, blue band, yeah, blue band.
Yes, and then lots. Do you know that 70% of their production in Ghana
is in Ghana?
Sold in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's sold in Nigeria. They produce it and use trailer to drive it to Nigeria. Question: why then did you leave the country? Oh, we are spending almost 80% of our expenses on diesel.
Ah.
No light. No light. No light. My brother, if today we solve the equation, let's say equation in Nigeria, Green Liver will come back. I bet you. Green Liver will come back.
Procter and Gamble.
John Holt will come back. Panapina will come back. Many of them will come back. Our problem is we will not get light. We will not get light. That is the major problem for many of them. But the average Nigerian, no, we don't have light. We don't have good roads. And now, added to it now is insecurity. That is the greatest blow that has basically destroyed Nigeria. Because for me, without insecurity, with security, I could easily live in Nigeria. Easily. You know why? Because I went back to Nigeria in 2000 and something. So, of course, he says, you buy generator for generator. But now, I would have easily got a solar. I would have got a solar. I put a solar now in my farm. So my guys in my farm, they have solar power now. Powering the farm, because in the night, there's light inside the bush in the farm. Then where they live, the 4-bedroom bungalow, they have power. Because I did that because each time I want to live with them, they're having power problem. I have to go and charge their phone somewhere else and this sort of thing. They're not able to connect. So I don't put solar power there. Not much, but good enough for them to have light at home and then charge their phone. That is how you solve a problem at your level. So if security is there, but people like, not have to, I'll put solar. Because then I remember if I want to sleep at night, I have a solar fan. If I charge it fully, it will fan me till I sleep off. By the time I sleep off, do I know whether that fan is blowing or not? I don't sleep with that. But the fan is so good that if you run for about 4 or 5 hours, so if I want to sleep by 12 midnight, by 11:30 I put on the fan. Thing will blow me. 4:12, I don't sleep off. By the time I wake up in the morning by 5 or 6, the fan has exhausted its power. But I've slept well. But now, if I was to go back now, I would have put a stronger solar power. That is the beauty of leadership. Now, what they could have done, instead of putting solar power in Aso Rock, no, don't do that. You can put solar power, and that will move this economy from the level we are to a superior level, and the country will get out. The only problem we have now is maybe lieutenant. I'm not giving proper advice, or I don't want to believe that, but I know that he's 1-2 steps ahead of them. He's 1-2 steps ahead of them. But the only thing is that he has his own personal ambition. It's also his own personal concept of leadership. If his personal concept you have geared towards people, right? What he could have done is okay. What does it take to put 10,000 megawatts? Google it. You don't need to spend more than $7 billion for 10,000 megawatts on solar. Solar alone. Call the Indians. 7 billion. You don't borrow 48. Take 7 billion of that. They put 10,000 megawatts added to what you have. Nigeria's problem is solved temporarily. It's solved for now because we don't have heavy industries now. The whole nation is powered. 24 hours, everybody will be excited. The barber will be able to barb. The man selling frozen food will be able to sell his frozen food. The woman selling restaurant and in COVID will be able to have power to do it so. The fashion designer will have power to run his thing. And these schools will be able to learn under good condition, fan and air condition, all those sort of things. You have killed 10 birds with a stone. You would have killed 10 birds with a stone. And nobody
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, please.
Let let me ask you a question. So I don't know if you can answer a question. People don't do.
Yeah, so let's Prof, can we just move to, so tomorrow please you continue your lectures. Now let's use the next 20 minutes for questions, please.
Yeah, let me Prof. So you speak very highly of some of the professors that you worked with, and one of the most notable names there was Professor Wole Soyinka. Me, I'm from the south of Amisoko, one of the minority of the minority. Like, I don't know if you agree to minority too from Edo State, you know. So, for people like us in the south, so for people like us for the south, we literally learned more about people from outside our region, like the Yorubas and even the Igbos, right? And then some of these notable names were mentioned to us. In fact, they were referenced different times in books and all sorts. And today we have, like as I said, Professor Wole Soyinka, a notable person today. You can see his stance on the, he's not even going to talk about Tinubu. The last time we checked, he said, oh, I cannot talk about a president that is just there for barely not up to a year. It's 3 years later now. We're not hearing anything. One of the person that I support, I'm a Peter Obi supporter, a very staunch one, right? You know, he is very critical about Peter Obi. In fact, he has said some sort of things. Now, with the way you are very, very bright about these people, so what changed? What's the problem? Why is it that now these are people that we grew up hearing as the next to fried rice, they are the people now talking down on what we think is the light we see? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me tell you one thing. Wole Soyinka, apologies to him. If you watch, you know, this is what I say, money is a terrible disease.
True.
Wole Soyinka has chosen to be on the fence, sitting on the fence. He has honored him now, give him a street in Abuja. You know, he has the principle of using money to settle issues. Give him a seat in Abuja, name the National Theatre after him. So, all those ones now has made his tongue very heavy in his cheek. If you watch, he's trying to talk. That's why he told him, say, this is your son when they carry soldier to fight, enough to fight battalion of Sambisa Forest. Why is your son carrying with so much endurance? That was Wole Soyinka speaking from the valley. So that is telling that what you are doing is not right, but he stopped it. And then there are very many other ones. Many of them in the generation have all gone now, right? That could not say anything about it. That's the power of one. But there are many professors that are telling you, okay, you are not right. Professor Pat Utomi say you're not right. And then this is the problem of an environment where money determines so many things. Let me tell you something. A professor in the university now who come to speak against him publicly, you know, you can get him sacked. True or false?
True.
You can get him sacked. I mean, but a year in Canada, I remember a case where a governor was campaigning and he was bragging about a new bridge they want to do in one area. The governor was campaigning, it was a director of works in the civil service that came up to the television and said the governor was talking rubbish. I said, director, governor, are you crazy? The governor was talking rubbish. That project will not take off on the 3 years' time. Why is he mentioning about it? How does it concern him? It's purely a professional project. Because they were able to develop infrastructure. It's a professional job done by the professional department. And nothing to do with politics. Nothing to do with politics. So when you see all the roads here are bad, professionals are doing well, no political can come and claim any nonsense. If you claim it by error, the workers, the civil engineer will challenge you, and if you do it in Nigeria, they will sack you. That's why many of the professors will just say, this guy, shall pay us well. Give us the money you are owing us. That is where they are. They are handicapped. But the system is such a way that the survival of the professor is still in the hand of the visitor to the university, which is the president. Obama cannot sack a professor in Harvard.
Trump.
He can't try it. You remember when there was a gift, Margaret Thatcher, Prime Minister of Canada, Prime Minister of UK, he was on the seat of Prime Minister.
Please ask your questions in the comment section, please. I'll ask the questions, please.
On alma mater, on his alma mater, Oxford University, was to give him an honorary degree, PhD, honorary PhD. They went to meet in the Senate. The Senate turned it down. They didn't award her because of our support for apartheid in South Africa. Can you do that in Nigeria? Then Bonnie will say University of Ibadan want to give our honorary PhD to Tinubu, and then one Senate will say you cannot give it to him. All of you will be sacked. So that is, but we are not there yet. So at times I sympathize with them. Believe me, I sympathize with them because that is how constrained they are. When society grows to that level with distinguished professionalism from political manipulation, then we will begin to talk about that. But we are not there yet.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Please, guys, up on the box, please. No submission today, just questions. Just questions. Tomorrow will be a longer space. Please, if you're joining us for the first time, I just want to reiterate and say this. Please, mute your mic if I not call you up to speak, please. I just want to reiterate this announcement because many of you people are probably new to this platform, and I have Professor Francis from Toronto University currently on the box with me as our guest, and he will be back here tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a longer space from 8 p.m. Nigerian time on the violence space. So that's on X, but we'll be streaming it live on TikTok also. And we do this every weekdays from Monday through Thursdays. We're out here 10 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll just come out and talk about the state of the nation, vis-a-vis politics. And we're blessed with a very wonderful, intelligent guest here today, a professor in statistics. So if you have questions for him, please.
Yes, I also want to ask you a question on that. Do I plan to go into politics? Say, because I know the question you are trying to find out. See, let me tell you how politics is done in this part of the world. Right? You are to be somebody who has an idea and a skill to add value to the society before you think of coming into politics. So if, for instance, you want to come into, I am a member of the Conservative Party here in Canada. I stay on the screen in the screen on the data analysis for the Conservative Party in Ontario. If somebody says they want to come and represent his riding, that is his own constituency, the first thing we do is send us a CV, and we're looking at what is your skill, what is your experience. If you are jobless, you can't even submit your form. That's the first thing. Even though it's so cheap to contest, if you are not at any level that they say, "Oh, that you haven't gotten the skill yet," we are looking for professionals who have skills and experience to offload to the society, to lead the society on. We're not looking for job seekers. So what I would have loved, I don't want to divorce from one or two things. I would have loved to come in as a way of helping the economy. By the time I came in, we were trying to set up a Canadian mortgage system in Nigeria. That was one of the things I love to come and do. Canadian mortgage system. That is to say, you finish from you finish your university, you got a good job. Instead of renting a house for 2 million or 3 million or 4 million a year as rent, come and buy a property. You buy, you pay over 25 years, over 30 years. See, the property I am now, I bought it in 2002. I was 6 months old in Canada. I am not a Canadian then, but I came in on a professional basis, permanent resident. So I was qualified to apply. I got a job, and I went back to Canada, and my wife was working as a nurse. And I got this offer, and I said, don't laugh at me. I want to tell you something that will make you laugh. You call me a bushman now. They gave me 5 houses to go and inspect. Which one I want to buy? Ladies and gentlemen, the very first house I inspected blew my mind. I've been renting houses in Lagos, man. This is a 4-bedroom duplex on half acre of land. This house has its fridge, has its cooker, has and I said, okay, the former guy had never parked out yet. And they said, no, this is what comes with it. So now I said, don't laugh at me, but you know where I'm coming from. Not now, I'm talking of 22 years ago.
Yes.
I said, this marriage there is never finished packing now. How can we now pay for this? I will never pack. I said, no, these are things that come with the house. I said, hey, really? That was the house I bought. Now, before I moved to that house, I was paying a rent of 1,150 every month for a 2-bedroom apartment flat. When I moved to the house, 4-bedroom duplex, my monthly mortgage, for which over 25 years or 30 years, was $820 a month. Can you see the difference? That's the power of mortgage. And I said, oh boy, now wow. So It is even cheaper to buy a house, although there are conditions and all those things, than to rent, which is true. And that's why I moved. We've been there now. 2004 to date. I mean, how many years is that now? 22 years. So I have 3 or 4 more years to finish paying my mortgage. That is how it should be. So what I did was okay, let's come and set up the thing in Nigeria here. I came back in 2009, 2010 to set it up. If you go to Lugbe, you will see it there. 500 houses built. It is stalled down because of the Nigerian problem. We did a study around the country. Found out we can do it in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, and Abuja. If those first phases are successful, we will replicate it in Kano and then other places that will be coming up. The whole idea is that you don't have to pay expensive rent, come and pay over 10, 15 years. But you know what stall it now? The bank is demanding for Nigerian sovereign guarantee of the money they will spend. I will say, yes, let them give them foreign guarantee. They said no, they will not give them. That's Nigeria. And the people say, okay, we are not ready. It is what is done everywhere. But because we don't have a government that is interested in the heart of the people. So these are the things, these are little things you do in a place, you will solve. Because if you have imagine if you have 5,000 apartments in Lagos, by now you would have had more. And if you finish school or you are working, instead of paying 3 million, 4 million a year as rent, come and pay 2 million and take the same apartment for the next 25 years or 30 years. You come and take one, and people, as you do that, you are decreasing the pressure on accommodation, and things are getting better for everybody. And the beauty of mortgage is that it's like water fountain. Where the water is coming up and it hardly finished because you have estimated the volume of water in the tank. As it goes, it comes out. As it goes, it comes out. You have a limited power of evaporation. As it goes, it comes out. That is how mortgage is. The monthly mortgage by people paying monthly mortgage would have been building more of those houses. And by now, you would have realized that from Abuja airport up to the main road would have been filled up with apartment building. Skyscraper apartment. That's how they do in US now. Those skyscrapers you are saying, 300 flats, skyscrapers, and so on. And they would have the same things. But we couldn't do it. The seed money usually comes from the government to start with. In Lagos, in US, the seed money came from government in 1904. It is in 2023 that it was completed payment. That is the government seed money, right, to start the mortgage. Come on, stop playing with the light. The government seed money. That's one of my grandchildren. Don't call me. Since the dad is in the talk, I'm not in lecture. Don't worry. So, what's your room, okay?
All right, sir. So I think if even for me, sir, I think we'll be wrapping up now so that we can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good because your time now is about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
You guys have done fairly well.
Yeah.
My message to Nigerians is this.
If you could just give us a party message, please.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Your country is not as bad as it is now. Trust me. And your country wasn't destroyed because of natural disaster. No. Your country is in this mess because of human being. Your uncle, my generation around you. So don't give up. Your country before now was a beautiful place. And it can still be beautiful. Finally, your country has an incredible natural endowment for productivity, which is why when Obi said, I will move the industry from consumption to productivity, it caught my heart. Because no country that is productive that will go bankrupt. No country that will be productive and will have a mess of economy this thing. When he said, I will move the economy from productivity
from consumption
to productivity, I know what that means. Because consumption is a terrible disease. You just consume anything without caring whether you are putting it or not. But when you are into production, your next thinking is that this thing I produce now, where will I sell it? If I sell it, how can I produce more? And that is what grows a GDP. So don't give up, please. But more than anything else, I pray we'll get to a level where INEC can work on how to perfect, which is what I will discuss tomorrow.
Yes.
How to perfect our electoral system. So guys, Nigeria is beautiful. Nigeria is wonderful. No matter what people are thinking about it, trust me, our problem wasn't caused by angel. Our problem wasn't caused by our people who caused us. No, our problem were caused by politicians who are not honest and are not sincere.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
For your box, ask question. You're a very special guest.
Okay, okay, sir. Just one question, please. Please. I have someone that I would like to ask. Let me allow the people. Okay, just ask the question so that I will not end up. Yeah, please just Akenje.
Thank you, Mr. Thanks, Prof, for the long lecture.
I'm very sorry it's too long.
It's not long, sir. We enjoyed it. No, it's an APC member, so they don't like education.
People enjoyed it. All right, sir. So, sir, my question to you is, I have two questions. Number one, you made mention of that Nigeria is so insecure, you're unable to come home, that you can't even visit your farm. So my question now on that particular area is, you say you have workers who are working till today, no form of insecurity has come to their farm. So why are you scared of coming home? That's question number one. Question number two. You referenced talking about the budget. You know, I think 2026 budget is about 54 trillion. You said only 2 trillion is implemented. So my question in that regard is, how many yearly budgets, is Nigeria currently running? And we need money to service all these budgets. How many do we have? Thank you, sir.
It's funny, as an APC person, you are asking that question because you are running 3 budgets, which is very unusual. You are running 3 budgets simultaneously. And you want to finish your people. I also going to that they are running 3 budgets, which is very awkward. But the 55 trillion we are talking about is the total budget you have for infrastructure for the 3 years put together. 3 years put together is 55 trillion. And you have only spent 2.7 trillion. And the question is this: is it that you do not have enough money to spend, or the money is being spent and diverted? Because the only money spent on infrastructure so far is 2.7 trillion. And that is one way how not to run a budget. Because I know for sure when you make a budget, you have something in mind. You look at your income, you look at your potential expenses and what you want to do. So it is based on your income, do you draw that budget. So you know, and then you take it to the National Assembly, they sit on it, they scrutinize it. They look at this budget you have made now. Do we have money to run it? They find that they have money to run it, and they are convinced, so they approved it. So once it's approved, it's now become the baby of the executive and the government. You now draw. How come after 3 years, 55 trillion you budgeted for infrastructure, you have only spent 2.7 trillion? What is the problem? The question would have been, okay, Oga, is it that you kept the 55 trillion somewhere, or you have taken more than that and you have only spent only 3 trillion and the rest have developed wind? Because in Nigeria, snake they swallow money and all those things. That is the irony of it. Like, but if you are honest and sincere, you will know that that is one way how not to draw budgets, how not to execute budget. Because I don't need people to tell me that if you go and find that the money drawn in the name of infrastructure is more than 20 trillion. The money expended so far is 2.7 trillion. Nobody tell me that. But why have you not done it? That is what APC should ask their Oga, when you were borrowing this 55 trillion, were you asleep? Or were you saying that you do not know that we will have money? Because oil price has been good to us.
Yes.
But how come that so far only 2% has been spent? Tell us. That is what APC members, not even APC members, sorry. That is what Senate should be asking him if they are doing their job. But they are not doing it. So let's come to the issue of insecurity. My brother, I'm smart enough to know how this bandit operates. Bandits, when they look at you, they look at your economic value. When they say, they just say they don't know that they know that the owner of this farm is in Canada. when I land now, Bagan, so boy, he don't come home. Say, where is he? Say he's based in Canada. If they cash me, they'll be demanding for 500 million.
Facts.
And they did not cash my farmers. Please don't want to call them for them now. If 2 of them are even outside guys, they don't cash them, don't mean anything. Right? So what I'm going to say is that is why I'm taking precaution. If I come today now, I will hide myself in Lagos or Abuja. I keep relating. Thank God for technology. That's why I'm looking when it is time now, when it is 2 o'clock in your time. I go to my Zoom, I link up to my camera in the farm, and I will make my camera talk to see the birds, the poultry, and everything they are doing. If I have any question for them, when we meet on Thursday morning, I will say, this is what I noticed when you were all asleep. That's why I not bet they are doing a good job. They are doing a very. I'm not paranoid. No, don't worry. I'm not paranoid. I'm a tough guy, but just forget say I did fake.
Prof, those your workers said the people who said the trap said you can never tell them. You can never tell.
Yes, now.
I would not say yes. I would not say who I go send trap. Tell the husband say the kidnapper.
True.
The workers will, if I want to go now, I won't tell them. I will just land in the farm in the morning. But I can assure you that day I land in the farm, and the next day I will go back to Lagos. Because if I stay 2 days, but the country is not safe now. If I stay 2-3 days in my small house, they will come. Not making for the 7.
All right, sir. Thank you. I think that's well answered. You know, in the mindset of my APC brothers, Nigeria is safe. Even as we are speaking right now, 30 monarchs have run away from Kwara State. 30 kings.
And my state, Sirdam.
Okay.
It is states, not only Kwara State.
Okay. Okay.
Prof, thank you for everything.
Please, money, come in, please. Just if you have a question for him.
Listen, yeah, I don't even have a question. You see, sometimes when I talk to the young ones, they feel we're exaggerating that Nigeria was never good and everything. But with what my brother said today, is just making me remember, making me emotional. I remember my biology teacher. He was Mr. Mani. He was an Indian man that came to teach us at that time. At some point, yes, at some point in time.
My physics teacher was an Indian too.
Yes, sir. And back home in my state, because my father had this double twin 3-bedroom. So the principal in the Ayedo Ekiti secondary school then, they were living in my father's house because it was painted. He has this beautiful roof and everything. Because they were Indians, they had to look for a comfortable place for them to live, you know. So, and like I said earlier, people come to school, they put them in the buses and in the train, and they go back safely. That's something that is not there now. I wish people in our generation, I do apologize that we failed our children, you know, because we are the ones, and people like you, my brother, enjoyed Nigeria, but we couldn't give back to the generation. And if there's a way we can bring back our history so that our children can see the way things were before now, and people that also literature authors and everything, even if they're not going to bring history back, if our authors can please go back and write these stories for us in interesting, colorful ways that our children will be attracted to it, for them to be able to learn what was going on after independence from 1960 till when everything fell apart. I remember in the early 90s, I was in Abacus Merchant Bank, and life was so easy. You could buy shares. You could do so many things. Like when you were talking about you getting to the house, he had everything in there. Same thing happened to me. He was even buying a car. He was buying a car. He just saw the advertisement. I went to the dealership here, and they said your ID and everything. And the next thing, I drove home a brand new car. My kids were like, mommy, that is it. I said, that is it now. I said, if you don't pay, next 1, 2, 3 months, where you park the car, the thing would have disappeared because you can't find it no more because you are owing them. So those little things. And I have my nephew back in Nigeria. He can't even afford to buy a car because everything is so expensive. When you look at the crate of egg that they buy there now for 5,000, egg was 120, 150 before. Gas that I was buying 800, 1,002, they say it's 20,000 naira now. How much is the minimum wage? So these are the things that hurt us. And when we talk about it, somebody like this Archangel, in his heart of hearts, he knows that his people in the village are suffering. Honestly, even him, if he's in Nigeria, he knows when he wants to bring out that 5,000 naira to go and buy a crate of egg. His mind causes to know, but he cannot say it with his mouth so that somebody else does not hear it. Because they know this pain is real. I said something about Titus fish. Somebody was telling me that you are saying Titus. It is rich man that can eat Titus. Even the cote, people cannot buy it. People are buying the head of fish, cut head of fish in the market. People are packing rice on the floor and taking away the sand in it. The poverty is too much. And you now see the people that are in government. Somebody driving a Rolls Royce in Nigeria. Where did he get the money from? And this person's village does not have a children's hospital. There's no MRI machine. There's no CT machine. I was talking on a space yesterday. I said in the hospital that I work, my wheelchairs have oxygen tanks attached to them. When patients come into the hospital, they save their own oxygen. The little one they have, they plug it to the one in the hospital. When they are done, then they keep going. And some people die in Nigeria because of oxygen. Oxygen. So
those things you describe in your hospital, were they done by angels or they were done by human beings?
Now you want me to break down and be so emotional and start crying. No, please, sir, don't just let us go there. In the hospital, you see the computers and everything that they use, even the bed that they are on. And when you get there, you see when my family members died when Nigeria happened to us. My sister-in-law went to 4 hospitals. They sent her back home because of blood. And the next day, she couldn't go back to the hospital. She was dead before the next day. So how many are we going to talk about? I sent gloves back to Nigeria. Gloves. Because there's no gloves. You send masks back to Nigeria.
Oh.
You have to take water to the hospital. How many are we going to talk about? So our children need to understand that this election that is coming, it is their destiny. It's one time, is one in a lifetime. 4 years is what you have. And this last 4 years, if you don't make up our mind in 2027, there might not be a Nigeria no more. Because the next one that will happen, nobody wants to imagine it. So children, get up and go and get your PVC. And you're going to follow your what's it called? Your vote and your ballot to wherever it's going to be. And that's the only way we older ones, we apologize. I've been apologizing to these children that we messed up. Remember when Gowon told us that the problem of Nigeria is not money, it is how to spend it. Look at that kind of food that is missing. I worked in Ibadan. I worked in Broken House, Femi Johnson, that yellow glass house.
Yeah, I know you.
When you get in front of Cocoa House, they say Cocoa House. I will ship it as well. When you want to look at Cocoa House like that, the feel on your head will fall down. That's how they always look at Cocoa House. I watched Femi Johnson in there. Cocoa House, which money was there? Did they use to build Cocoa House? Show me another Cocoa House now, all over Nigeria. Show me Liberty Stadium, all over Nigeria. Even this what's it called? The stadium. Somebody did documentary at the stadium. You will cry, sir. The place is so desolate and so dirty. What are we doing? Look at what cup is going on. Nigeria is not qualified. I remember those days of JJ Okocha, Amokachi, and Emunike. That's when Mutiu Kekere. That's those days that I enjoy football. But look at it. Look at what's going on.
That's why I say that this country. Imagine one has to trek from my house in Ajegule to stadium to watch match. Just to show you we have people like Tyler Kolowanta, Stephen Keshi. Yes. Classical footballers. Olusegun Odegbami. Those are incredible players.
Chukwu and all those people.
Yes. I don't know in Lyrica. One of the best dribblers I've ever seen in my life. I don't know in Lyrica of Sunrise Sports in Lagos. These are Trekene goalkeepers. I said we will trek to go and watch. Trek. Finish watching, you come back. We could have built on that.
No, we cannot build on it, sir. It's so unfortunate because the grid came. I remember when we were talking about the SAP, Social Adjustment Program. Then I said they were going to be giving us essential commodity. In my life, we had to go somewhere to go and line up for them to give us essential commodity per family. The height of humiliation at that time. That is when our company was going down the distance because of greed. And these people that are stealing this money, I said it yesterday. I said what they're supposed to use to better people's lives are like wristwatches in their bedroom. Can you imagine somebody that is sane, that is not mentally deranged? You wake up in the morning, you show us the number of wristwatches that you have, you step out of your house, you go to your car lot and you show us the number of cars that you have in your car lot.
You do that.
The number of power bicycles that you have. That's what that translates to. And in that your village, you don't even have a cancer center there. There's no MRI machine there.
Look at that, and that is supposed to be.
You stolen everything. You stole everything dry.
Yes, all those are measures of endemic poverty.
Is that not are they not mentally deranged?
Yeah, the guy thinks he's rich. Showing wristwatch.
They're mentally poor.
None of them is less than $15,000. Look at my Rolls Royce. Look at my Lamborghini. You are not producing one though.
My brother, and if he falls down now, there's no ambulance to carry him to the hospital.
All these people are saying, please, me, I'm angry now. Me, I don't go buy boxing glove.
Don't be angry.
This is for. If I catch you, come my police unit, I go beat you. See my glove, Nigerians, I'm ready. More than ready. Next elections are war. Now war.
This country is beautiful.
This country must work. What nonsense is this?
This country is beautiful. This country can be recaptured and placed in the right of success. It's so painful. And that's why I say I'm not ashamed to apologize.
Yes, sir.
Because I look back to what
one man is accused of stealing 210 trillion.
Yes, and nobody's saying anything.
Nobody's saying anything, and we're so quiet. At this rate, children die in the hospital.
No.
Because there's no equipment in our hospitals.
It's so I remember when my mother was giving birth to, we were 8 in number. When my mother was giving birth to, there's a general hospital there at end of Embar Street at the general ministry. You go to deliver them.
8.
You deliver and they call us.
Your 8 number.
Yes, yes. I mean,
this generation, if you born 3.
That was when we were productive locally. And what were we eating? No imported food. What were we eating? But let me tell you, even in my farm, when I sit down with them, I say, gentlemen, there are no imported food. And now I realize that this country is blessed. This country is resilient. My farm workers, I discuss with them how they are living. Let me know if they are poverty or if there's any struggle. You know, we analyze things. One of them left my farm to go and work in Lagos. He was paid 185,000 naira a month. And because of that, he resigned a job from the farm, which was 60,000 naira a month, to go and work for 185. He stayed for 6 months and came back to the farm. I said, oh God, I beg, I'm not going to stay for Lagos. I said, what's the problem? He said, my transport alone is 78,000 naira a month. Transport to and from work. Then by the time I had lunch, now my landlord has just increased my 1-room apartment, which used to be 60,000 to 145. He said, it's more than my annual salary.
Yes.
He said, I am in the farm. I have a free accommodation. I don't pay for light. I don't pay for water.
Yes.
I don't even know about food because these are available in the farm. And then this is somebody from Gombe analyzing things to tell us how rich our country is. Within our forest there, they have enough type of variety of food to eat. From cocoyam to yam to cassava.
Yeah. But my brother, you have not also heard that they've even sold those products too. Because my brother used to do export of ginger. Do you know our ginger cannot go out again because they've corrupted them? They don't have the original seed. They've taken away that power.
What you get at what?
I
hope they can stop it.
Back then, our ginger was the best. I remember my brothers
working. Please, sir Zamaz, please. I want to wrap up this place now, but I just want to.
Please, let us wrap up. I've had enough for today.
I just want to wrap up this place with. I want to bring people that enjoyed Nigeria.
No, it's not gone. We're going to revive our nation. I don't like that.
Sir, please. I'm coming, please. Let me drop all the people that are here that are not above less than 45 and below. Please drop yourself. I want to bring people that enjoy Nigeria. One of my big aunties here, Oga Abdul is here. Oga Abdul, you enjoy Nigeria now? Auntie, hello there. Are you there, man?
Yes, I'm here.
These are my Ekiti aunties. Please, people should please talk to Nigerians on what's happening, please.
Good evening, Prof. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I listened to some of your submissions yesterday, and Sirdam said he's going to bring you here, and I'm so happy that you're here and you've been speaking to us. You know, I have the opportunity. I live in Canada too, sir. You said you live in Toronto, so I live close to Toronto, one of the cities close to Toronto. And I heard when you were talking about, you know, everything you've gone through, how you lived in Apapa, you know, and how you did all those things. And you said very good things about Nigeria. And I also have the opportunity of enjoying Nigeria. I enjoyed Nigeria before I moved to Canada some 17 years ago. What do I want to to talk about, sir. I just came up to say thank you because in a country, thank you so much, sir. Because when we speak, some kids that doesn't know Nigeria will be telling us, oh, Kile, what did you enjoy? Is Tinubu the one that caused this? Is Tinubu the one? I heard when you talked about when our prime minister wants to travel, they just take one of the Air Canada and they put sticker on it. And after you can imagine in a country where we don't even have, there was Nigeria Airways now. Nigeria Airways, sir. And you remember when you come to abroad to study, by the time you're coming back home, they will welcome you gallantly. And the government will give you a car as a welcome gift.
Yes.
It was that good.
It was beautiful.
It was so beautiful. And also, student nurses were paid. They were paid to study nursing in those days.
Yes.
You know? And
I was paid to study statistics and mathematics.
Hey.
And
I don't go to school.
Yes.
They need to pay.
Yes, and they will come and pack your clothes. You know, they will do our laundry, things
Yes,
were good.
when you go to class, they
Yes,
come
sir.
to Bello Hall.
Yes.
You
Yes.
go to class, somebody will come and sweep your room.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You say?
And they,
God forgive
It's
me.
a lie.
they gave, Saddam, and they gave us a lunch voucher, you know. Lunch voucher. It was good.
Sir, we start swearing for you people.
Ah!
Now, let me finish now. Albasol.
Continue, ma. Sorry, ma.
Please, sir.
Continue.
Please, sir. So when Prof was talking yesterday, and our Prof came abroad on scholarship, you know, this is what Peter Obi said. He said he wants Nigeria to be a country where children of nobody will become somebody.
Yes.
You can imagine when my sister Money was talking. How can you wake up in the morning and you put on wristwatch of 400 million and you are comfortable?
Uh-huh.
How can you be comfortable wearing as sir? I don't know. And somebody came here, Saddam, for all these data boys. I really don't pity them, unfortunately, because they are being paid.
No.
They are being paid, sir. And because you are benefiting from this government, we know that this government has failed. Even though we know all these things happening did not start with Tinubu, we know. But they were the ones that brought them in for election in 2015 in order to chase away Jonathan.
Okay, let me tell you something.
They imported these people, and now they have become something else.
Yeah, let me tell you something, my dear sister. Between now and when I came for this program, there are three commissioners, APC commissioners, one minister, and one top APC guy who called me that they heard about the father presentation. They called me and they asked one question. So, Oga, we are reading through your documents. The document I wrote, the one I told you we sent something on cruise ship from Lagos, from Ekpe to Oron, to Calabar, and back, and all those things. And that I should realize that if today they say come and implement it, will you come? Then I told them, I said, the simple thing you're supposed to do, do not do it. Simple thing. I said, no, what simple thing? Go and revamp the secondary school and public etc. Leave the coastal road.
Yes.
Because that person who don't chop belly food, now they go on cruise ship.
Wow.
Exactly.
Cruise ship is good. It's a good economy. No doubt about it. But what you need to do, if you wanted to do it sincerely, you realize that the moment
It's not a priority.
it's not a priority, but if you call people, if you call investors, say I want to do cruise ship, they'll be moving from Ekpe to Oron or Calabar and back, right? So they will have about 10 ships. Each of them can carry 15,000 people. Each of them, even if they are paying $2,000. And luckily for us, not summer. So our own is summer from January to December. So we will have a very busy period. If you do that, they will come and do the coastal road for you. Not because we are doing epileptically. They will come because they know it's a lucrative route. They will even tell you, let's extend it from Oron to Ekpe, to Ghana, to Cote d'Ivoire. They will do that coastal road for you as foreign investor. PPP, you allow them charge $2,000 per person for holidays. You know the benefit? The one they do in Canada here only happen during summer. Toronto to Bahamas. I've done it twice. Only during summer. You can't do it during winter.
Yes, you're right, sir.
But in Nigeria, we will do it January, February,
Yes,
March, April.
we will do it all year round. And sir,
That only happen in our view.
yes,
Up to
sir.
I think that can only happen in our days because of no security.
yes. No, face the internal problem. Fix your security.
Yes,
Fix your internal
security now.
fix your rail line. Then come and
That
do
is,
it.
sir. Like you have said, sir. I just want to make a point before I come down. I just want us to know that this government has failed us. This government is clueless. This government does not love the people. This government doesn't care. Because a major general was tied and bandits came well armed to deliver his body. So that is to tell you that we don't have a government. I listened to you, and there was a screenshot that Saddam did, and I listened. This government does not have a master plan. They do not care, sir. They only came to make money, and I really don't know where we are taking this money to. I came to the UK with my family for 10 days vacation, and I'm not saying Nigeria should become UK in one day, but we have to start from somewhere. This government they have not even started from anywhere. The kind of money that UK is making from transportation is alarming. I'm telling you. I've only transited, whenever I travel back home and wherever. So I just said, I really want to go to the United Kingdom. And we came here. Sir, the infrastructure is especially transportation, is massive. And when you speak to these people, they will say, have we even started? We need to start from somewhere. Somebody came and told you, if I do not give you electricity in 4 years, do not vote for me. That was what he said. So why are you now coming to defend him? They don't rate Nigerians. They do not care. The healthcare system, like Auntie said, how can you go to the hospital, no syringes, no gloves,
no bandages,
no gauze, nothing to work with? They will write you list. They will tell you to go somewhere to go get it. And if you are sick in Nigeria, I'm telling you, you've only signed your death warrant.
Yes, I do.
There's nothing. So if you like, come here and be writing 4+4. If you like, tell you go and vote. Go and vote nonsense. If you like, be a bigot. I live in Canada. I work in Canada. I'm a registered nurse. I work in the hospital. I can talk about the healthcare system of Canada, and I know how it works.
God bless you, my sister.
Hey, sir, please, it's okay. Please, oh, my head all full.
Saddam, please.
Oh.
We are not saying you should come Nigeria to Canada or UK or whatever in 4 years. But start from somewhere. Start from a system. And you tell me no investor is coming. Unfortunately, no investor is coming to invest in this country where there is no security.
Please, tomorrow service.
In a country where there is no electricity, are you going to invest?
Mommy, please, I want to indulge you people, please. I beg you, please, and those listening to me, please. Tomorrow, I want to make tomorrow's space a space of Nigerians that have experienced Nigeria, work for them. Prof will be our lead speaker. Omiyalode, please, you can be a co-speaker. Money, please, all of you people that have experienced Nigeria, work for Nigeria, because tomorrow's space, by the grace of God, will be bigger than this. We have a very big audience on X tomorrow. So please, on the violence space tomorrow by 8 o'clock, please, you people can come. And if you're listening to me, please, you people that enjoyed Nigeria, come and speak. Come and talk to Nigerians. Please, if that's the only thing people will do before you people enjoy Nigerians and run away.
Yes, we enjoyed.
Please come and help us.
Prof, I know you are we during our time when we go back to school, exercise book, mathematics. You can imagine in 2026 students celebrating mathematical set. During our time, I did my secondary school, free education, mathematical sets will be on your table, exercise book for all the subjects will be on your table. Everything.
Oh, do you want me to sleep this night? I want me to be crying this night.
Please. Sleep for the wicked.
Please.
There is no sleep for the wicked.
Oh, shit. Now make I cry this night. Oh, I beg you, wanna help me, oh, please, oh.
We had free education in Nigeria.
When I want make I see Tinubu for night, they pursue me with cutlass. I beg.
Pipe water, electricity, lots of food, ban of yam. In fact, every household can afford bags.
My handle is Emir Sirdam on X, please.
Everything, Ororo Kings. Everybody can afford eggs. We enjoyed Nigeria. Things were good. And Geisha Sardine, everything we enjoyed.
Aye.
We really enjoyed Nigeria.
Come beef.
But now people cannot afford food. And they will say they are doing this, they are doing that. Meanwhile, the elites, they are the problem of Nigeria. We enjoyed Nigeria. Sirdam, I will come tomorrow.
Mom, please,
And,
thank you.
Our uncle will come back. Yes, sir. Our uncle has spoken well. He enjoyed Nigeria. He went to school. He went on scholarship. And look at him now. He said he left because of his children. We left because of our children.
Put your ex handle on this bubble this thing.
We wanted to give
bubble stuff there.
Which bubble?
We wanted to give a
this thing, the Emir Sirdam show.
Okay.
Put your ex handle there so that people can just know.
Yes. So we wanted to give
the Sirdam show. Put your ex handle there.
Okay.
When we look at Nigeria, we just realize, what? If you are nobody in Nigeria, your children doesn't have a chance. Then 17 years ago, me and my husband, we decided, you know what, we have to go. We have to just get out of this place. Just to give our children the best, just like Prof said. And sir, our children graduated in Canada with first degree, second degree, and the one that went to law school, the one that went to medical school. So they had all that in Canada. They don't have to do jam. They don't have to know any professor. Sir, they don't have to know any professor. They don't have to lobby. My children, one of my children applied to 7 universities. All of them gave her admission. And she had to just sit down and choose. My first daughter went to Queens, sir.
Yeah, in Kingston.
Yes, in Kingston. Our first daughter went to Queens in Kingston. You can imagine how competitive it is. But we don't have to beg anybody. So this is a country where everybody have equal chance. And that is what His Excellency Peter Obi said. He said he wants to make Nigeria a country where a child of nobody will become somebody. I don't expect Peter Obi to be the president and you have 15 presidential fleets. For what? All my army is going to send it. He doesn't need it. He's a man that has conquered greed. He's a man that has conquered greed. He doesn't need anybody. He doesn't need anything from Nigeria. It's not a massive wealth.
People do not know how wealthy Peter is.
Yes.
You know how wealthy.
This is a man that has been.
You will not even have content.
He doesn't need you. He doesn't need you. He's here to help.
Let it be on record.
Yes.
Let it be on record that it's a Yoruba lady that is selling Peter Obi now. So those people that are quick to say Yoruba lady is selling Peter Obi.
Are you hearing me?
I'm just saying it because I like pushing it out.
You already know us.
You don't. No. Are you hearing me for the first time?
No. The reason why is that for somebody like me, my audience is different from Sirdam's audience. Sirdam's audience is on X. It's just coming to this side. So my audience usually do not want to use eyes to see Yoruba because of Tinubu. So for the past few months, I have been trying to understand.
I'm a strong supporter of His Excellency. I have been following him since 2022. I went home and voted for him, and I'm going to go home again and vote, depending on what the situation is. So this man has conquered greed. I've listened to him, and is the man that has gone to IDP camp. Is the man that goes to schools, and he has been donating his money ever since. And he said he's going to give us 10,000 megawatts of electricity. He said he's going to do it. He has traveled all over. He went to Egypt.
That is just $9 billion.
Yeah, he went to Egypt. He went to Singapore. He's not greedy. He loves Nigerians. So get your PVC. And he's the only one telling them to get PVC. He's the only one advocating and telling people, get your PVC and vote. And just for you to know, let me break your bubble. Peter Obi won in 2023. And it's only INEC and Tinubu and his police that knew how much Peter Obi got in 2023. That's why they don't want him to be on the ballot.
Oh, me, I beg, please. Please, I beg. I won't go sleep. When I don't give me waist pain. No, I beg, more than this question is tomorrow, I beg, please.
Thank you so much for people who enjoy Nigeria. We are just thank God say I come back from work.
Now let me ask this one.
Let me ask now, not there like 2 hours.
Okay. Sir, do you remember the last time?
No, mommy, they don't remember again. No, please, we don't want to remember again. No, I beg you. I don't want to remember again. No, please, sir.
What year was it? Can you remember that you just pick yourself and you go to UK, no visa?
Hi.
There was a time there was no visa.
Yes, now.
Would I want to give you which kind of space I can start to get to go?
They were even talking Nigerians who come back and then.
Hey, God, which kind of space I start to do like this? But I want to remember kill us for here, I beg now, please.
I will follow you, sir. I will follow you since we live in Canada together, sir.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming into this space to enlighten us and share your experience with everything. My head don't fool. I don't feel touch my head, sir. Everything I hear, they scatter my head. Now the same insecurity, 9% of us come up from Nigeria. I don't know about going from us. We say, are they US like this? And it's stopping men of us from going back. Well, don't mind anybody that tells you make you go back, don't do anything. Don't mind them, go back on your own.
If you be bandit, sir.
So I'm going to Alegrave.
You know, say bandit dey TikTok. Bandit dey TikTok.
What is your advice to the youth concerning all these things that are going on? How do you think that the youth can come in to support? Because what do you do first? Because they are youth. And when I mean youth, I mean people born from 2000 and 2001 to now, and they up to yesterday. Please, this is the first thing first. Because that's how life is. You have to make up your mind to love this country first. Good. Don't let this thing that's going on discourage you or make you hate Nigeria. Don't do that. Love this country first. When you love this country, we have not told you that this country was not hard. It has not always been a devil thing. No, it was good. So what you do now is begin to help yourself. Say, whatever profession you are going to go through, pray for your country and pray for that the good leaders will come on strong. Do not let anybody tell you that it is not good to support any person who is not of your tribe. Don't rise above tribalism. Ask God to help us get good leaders. So what is killing us today is bad leader. Nigeria is beautiful. God has blessed this country so well. Nigeria is beautiful. This is a country where to extract crude oil in Canada, it costs us $66 per barrel. To extract crude oil in Nigeria is $10 per barrel. You know why? In Canada, we use tar sand. You have to blast the sand to extract the crude. In Nigeria, God don't blast the sand already. The sand there for inside cup, inside well. You don't put pipe and draw it. So, if you use, I beg you, don't give up. Don't
Thank you.
Even if you travel, know that you will come back. Don't cost the country. Don't do that, please, because the voice of people is the voice of God. Just asking God, Father, you gave us George Washington. I mean, you gave US George Washington. You gave Britain, Winston Churchill. You gave Americans, Stalin, like Macron and so on. Give us our own, and God will answer you.
Thank you,
Please,
sir.
because there are many people like me who want to come, and they have their billion. I told you one came last week here. People want to come. That it will be well with you all in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Guys, my goodness. Hey.
Can I go?
Permission granted, Prof.
So, I just tell Prof one thing, I beg. Prof,
Yes.
for his holidays.
Yes.
Do you know? He just reminded me, Saddam. You know, I go British Columbia last week. I have to land in Vancouver, and I rented a vehicle because I wanted to enjoy the road down to the northern part. I drove almost 400 kilometers. And I know what I enjoyed.
Which part?
And I went to Nigeria. I went to Kamloops. I went to go and see my sister.
Oh yeah, I was at
the graduation.
Pentington.
The graduation we're doing there.
Yeah, I was at Pentington, then Kelowna. I was at Pentington. Oh, thank you for the gift. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was at
So the reason why I
Kelowna.
brought this
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. I lived in British Columbia for 2 years.
Would that intimidate us? So we were there for this. We were there for Sambisa. I beg. You don't do.
Relax. So the reason why I brought this up is that many Nigerians would think that doing holiday for road, they go visit a rocket science. They don't know that it's a way of life, but because of the way the system is messed up in our country, it's no longer. People can't even do that. I went to Nigeria and went to my mother-in-law's burial. For Southwest, because my wife is Yoruba, right? All the road we drive from Lagos Airport to Ekiti. Then from Ekiti, I can't go Warri where I'm from. From Warri, I go back to my village, see some things, go to Warri, then go back to Lagos and my flight back to Canada. Do you know that there is no road as smooth as the almost 400 kilometers I drove from Vancouver to Kamloops?
Yes, of course. I know.
Well, I rest my case.
I beg. Prof, please. Prof, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Fallout, sir. Fallout. Permission granted, sir. Thank you. See, please, Prof, please. 8 p.m. Nigerian time, please. Don't forget, please. 8 p.m. Nigerian time.
I'll be here again 8 p.m. Nigerian time.
I'll join you tomorrow.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Omo, hey, God, my head don't blow.
Please don't turn my brother's head.
My head don't full. Hey, God, guys, thank you so much. Every of you that came out tonight.
Thank you, Sirdam. Thank you for everything you have been doing also. Thank you for amplifying everything. Yourself is strong too for this social plan. Thanks for everything. Thanks for standing for the truth.
Bless you, bro. Bless you, bro.
Upon say you know the Nigeria, but you see the day where you did they put power because new Nigeria is possible. Nigeria must be great in our time.
Life.
100%.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for all the gifters. Thank you so
much.
We appreciate you.
Thank you,
Sirdam. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much. You know, I've been following you since the 2022 whatever, and you have always remained, upright.
Thank you, man.
Nigeria will be good during our lifetime. Nigeria will be good. We just have to elect the right leader. We are very rich. Nigeria is very, very rich. Don't let anybody deceive you. Nigeria is very, very rich.
Thank you.
Very rich.
Thank you.
So please get your PVC. Like you had over 1,000 people here. Get your PVC and vote the right person. And the right person is His Excellency Mr. Gregory Peter Obi.
Thank you.
That man has conquered greed. Go and read his manifesto. He knows what he's doing. They know. That's why they are following him up and down. That's why they don't want him to be on the ballot.
Thank you, Mommy.
Nigeria.
Thank you,
Please,
Thank you.
Your PVC
Thank
and
you.
vote His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, NDC.
Thank you.
Two fingers. I will show you now. Let me show you the sign. 2 fingers, Nick. 2 fingers. On the ballot.
All right.
Thank
you
so much, Sirdam. Good night.
Good night, Mommy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Mommy. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thank you. Oh, it's good to have you back. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now the same trouser our leg don't they so.
Yes,
my own campaign now is PVC campaign for the youth. They should go and collect their PVC.
Please,
so when I come around,
please come tomorrow and amplify it for us, please.
We're in this together. We cannot afford to keep quiet no more.
Thank
we
you.
have to start talking and encouraging our children so that they can have a better future.
Thank
we
you.
failed, but we don't want the ones after us to fail. And that's why I always love you for what you do, for your consistency, for the message that you put across there, not minding whose us is good, not minding anybody. You go out there, you say your truth. And we can see that what you have been saying, a lot of people are hearing this message now. So, Sirdam, thank you so very much.
Thank you, man.
Notice it. We appreciate you. And Nigeria will not forget you. Your name is already in the books of history, all right? When they say when we have this Nigeria that was nosediving, there are some people that are pillars in Nigeria that did not allow themselves to be bought over. Because I know the last time they wanted to buy you. This time, if you open your mouth, I know some things that's gone, but you don't want to disclose it now. But thank you for what you're doing. I'm so proud of you, my brother.
Thank you.
Whatever it is, when the temptation will come, remember those voices that are behind you, that will always say, Sirdam, keep going. We are your support. We are behind you, okay? Thank you, my brother. Thank you for your truth. God bless you. So we'll see you tomorrow.
God bless you, man. Thank you, man. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Oh yeah, now God bless you guys.
The so-called celebrities, how much money are they giving them? They have sold their integrity. They don't have a name no more. And I said this somewhere. I said there's some names that you mention in Nigeria. They will spit on those names unless their children change their name. That they cannot use their name to do anything. And there's some names in Nigeria. Once you mention it, you open stuff for you. Madam Oti, that woman, her name can never go in Nigeria. Her name is already in the history books. She stood, and that is why Abia is like that today. So that's why when we continue in this our what is called election time, we're going to remind those red people, don't be unfortunate. Don't be unfortunate. Let us celebrate you like we're celebrating Madam Oti now. You people should know that our destiny is in your hand, and the way you want to shape it, you pay for it. Thank you, my darling. God
all right, thank you very much, Miles. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. Thank you. I wish, honestly speaking,
in fact, His Excellency.
Mommy, I don't dare beg you. Please. I want sleep.
His Excellency.
I beg you. Ah!
Name the train station.
Mr. Dave, God bless you. Which one? Oh, see love. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you. This kind of love person sent me from Facebook now. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Honestly speaking, left for me, I don't want this space to stop. I'm enjoying every bit of it, but I have to go and sleep because tomorrow is going to be a very long space. I have to sit down and hustle my hustle and still come out tomorrow and open up the live. But I have been blessed by you all, by the conversations, by everything you guys, by the gifts. Thank you so much, every one of you, by the likes, by the numbers, by the intellectual conversations we've had here. God, thank you so much. I cannot even say enough. I'm just filled with gratitude that we were able to, at this point in time, come out as a people and chart a new course for our country. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Please, for those asking me on Facebook, we'll be back here tomorrow by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. I'll be streaming it live, but it's going to be the ground zero is going to be from X. So if you want to join us, my handle on X is Emir Sirdam, at Emir Sirdam on X. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. They love Alagbele Joseph. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. I also we do more tomorrow. Will be a better day. Hopefully, please share the message for those that did not get to join tonight and you got something from tonight. Those are the requests is like hundreds of requests. I can't even bring anybody up anymore. But tomorrow will be a very long space. Hopefully, we'll have time to talk about our country, and most especially, we have to make the whole social space more politically aware, and that's my aim. I hope we can get it. So thank you guys. I'll be signing up, but right now I'm just going to make a shout out to my top viewing ranking. Thank you so much, the cards. Thank you for the gifts. 7th Mayor, thank you so much for the gifts. Lady Vivi, Otumba Diamond, Udo, Wellmean and Jam, my brother, Abaso, my brother, thank you for moderating. My special guest, Professor Francis, thank you so much. Obi for President, Tech Clipper, Efizi, Blessed, Izimo, Mide, Mommy Money, Mama Wakiri, Dreams, League Match, my fave, Max, Engineer Dami, Rosalind, Fresh, Engineer Frankie, Aderos, The Elites, Luxury Cake by Ara, J-Man, Momianka Day, I see you. Thank you so much. Boy Alone, Henry, Momo, Hassan, Samson, my people from Facebook. Thank you so much. Felix, Vincent, Hilary, and Rosie. Please, Chima, thank you. Instagram guys, thank you so much, guys. I cannot do an after party tonight. I'm done for today. Thank you so much, my people. As I always say, we do this for God and for country. Money did not. So thank you, everyone. If you did not hear your name, I beg no vex. So because I just scroll through my list, the names where I say them I call. Right. Well, thank you so much, every one of you. We deeply appreciated. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. As I always say, it's for God and for country. Good night and have a great night. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.